An emotional return home turned into a big night in Calgary for Mark Giordano and the Seattle Kraken on Wednesday. The former Flames captain struck first for his new team, and thanks to a pair from one of his new friends and some late-game heroics from another, the Kraken were all smiles after their shootout win in the Stampede City. Tonight, they go for win number 3, and will call Everett home against the Edmonton Oilers. The puck drops next at Angel of the Winds Arena.
Well, you can't miss the pregame focus of Dave Haxtell, the head coach. For his team, they'll get in focus, but for now, as they enter the building, full support for the Seattle Mariners. These guys believe, as do we, a huge weekend for them. Preseason action here in Everett as the Kraken get set for the Edmonton Oilers. Good evening, everybody. Alongside JT Brown, I'm John Forsland. As always, thanks for joining us. So, the Kraken go for win number 3 of preseason, JT. What impressed you the most about that win in Calgary?
Yeah, they went through a little bit of adversity. They played well in the first. Second, Calgary kind of came back into the game. But the third period, there was also some good and some bad. But at the end, they gave up a late goal, but it didn't fault them. They kept working hard, and they got the job done in the end.
My partner was clairvoyant on Wednesday night in Calgary. He told us before the game, watch this line, John. Jared McCann, Jaden Schwartz, Jordan Eberle, they were spot on.
This is a line that's going to be imperative for this team throughout the regular season. On a nightly basis, they're going to be looked on for that offensive production, and so far in the preseason, they've done that.
The coach has a keen eye on this trio. He tells us why they had success on Wednesday.
The pace that they're able to play at has been very good. So, when you look at all the different combinations of skills that group has, the one thing they all three have in common is pace. And that so far, in the games that we've seen them together, that has made them a good fit together. So they're going to be again, they'll be together again tonight. So, we have an opportunity to see them continue to build.
So it was a 4-3 shootout win for his team on Wednesday night. JT, let's break down all 3 goals. We'll start with Mark Giordano's first goal of the game early, a 3-zone play.
It's a great example of defense leading to offense. It starts with Giordano getting his legs moving, getting up into the play, finding the soft spot while Calgary's defense is watching the puck. He's able to slip right behind him.
Boy, they needed this. They were shut out by Edmonton Tuesday night. This came early. What a homecoming for him. Moments later, Jaden Schwartz out in front.
He goes right to the front of the net, the hard areas of the ice. The smart play, though, is as soon as that shot is taken, he spins off the defender and is able to find the loose rebound and have an open net.
Great look at it right there. So a 2-goal lead early. In the third period, JT, this is the essence of forechecking.
Good stick by Schwartz. Hayden Fleury's jumping down on the Calgary forward, forces him to go back. Eberle has a great stick, and Schwartz makes his way back to the front of the net, where hard goals are scored in this league.
This is game number 2 of the rink rush for the Seattle Kraken. These folks can't wait to rush into Angel of the Winds Arena. What a great night here. The proceeds go to youth hockey. It's the Oilers and the Kraken right here on King 5. So from the Emerald City, a great look at that. We're back here in Everett, the home of the Western Hockey League Silvertips, who open up their season tomorrow night in Kelowna. We wish them all the best as the Seattle Kraken hit the ice. John Forsland, JT Brown back with you. Both teams are 2-1 in the preseason, and 2 different lineups played in Edmonton on Tuesday night. Connor McDavid led the way with a big night. He had 3 points. The Oilers won it 6-0. And now the national anthems from Everett.
We stand
Beautiful. No doubt about it. Great job by the crowd here in Everett. Hayden Fleury, Jamie Oleksiak, and the Kraken ready for action. Preseason game number 4. Glad you've joined us tonight here on King 5. Philip Grubauer will get the start in goal for the Kraken. It'll be his 3rd appearance of the preseason. Stuart Skinner, number 74 for the Oilers, had a great year in the American Hockey League last year. 31 games, 21 wins, as you take a look at his record last season at the NHL level. A young team for Edmonton, led by their head coach, Dave Tippett, who was at one time an advisor for the Kraken franchise in year number 1. Dave Hackstall getting his team ready to go. Alexander Wenberg, who's been out on paternity leave, takes the draw against Derek Ryan. Sit back and enjoy preseason game number 4 tonight from Everett. This is Hayden Fleury out of the corner for the Kraken, out to center ice. Detected by Spokane's Derek Ryan. He, along with Tyler Yamamoto on this line. He too from Spokane, so a great opportunity for them to come back to the great state of Washington. Yamamoto out of the corner. This is Zach Hyman, who scored Tuesday night for Edmonton. Wrestled up against the boards by Oleksiak. Yamamoto, good pass for Tyson Barrie. He'll fake wide of Kelly Yarncrook. A tough angle, shouldered by Grubauer. It's available. Marcus Johansson had it. He lost it for the Kraken, and now Oleksiak will finally recover on Yamamoto. Play is whistled dead, as we had a hand pass called here, and we get a stoppage of play.
Get a good look at Tyson Barrie. He made a really good move there. He had an open shot, but decided to do a little pump fake and jump down, but Yarncroc stayed right with him, and that was where the off-angle shot came in. It looks like they're checking the net right now.
Yeah.
But he's a player. That's a special defenseman on the other side there that can really move, and someone you got to watch out for on this Edmonton Oilers lineup.
Devin Shore, Brendan Perlini, and Seth Griffith on this line here for Edmonton. The Kraken go with the line we talked about in the open, and they were so good in Calgary in the 4-3 shootout win Wednesday night. Jared McCann at center, Jordan Eberle, and Jaden Schwartz. Philip Broberg to the corner. The Oilers now in control, advanced by Griffith to the point. Now a shot taken by Philip Berglund is available. Good defensive play in front by Vince Dunn. Now a shot by Perlini is stopped by Grubauer. As he recovered on him, Brendan Perlini, trying to make this team, has 3 goals in 2 preseason games. Back to the point. Broberg sends it in for Perlini. He'll cycle it high away from Eberle. Now Griffith along the boards, away from Vince Dunn. All the way across, Berglund goes deep. Here's Perlini, thinking about a slot pass. Edmonton in the process of a change, cranking it up. Perlini, his shot swallowed up by Grubauer.
Well, Grubauer has definitely got himself into the game early with a couple quick saves, looking strong, and that's what you expect out of a goaltender of his caliber.
He was picked in the 4th round by Washington. Won a Stanley Cup supporting Braden Holtby in 2018. And last season, Philip Grubauer was a finalist for the Vezina Trophy as one of the top 3 goaltenders all season. A penalty is called right off the draw. Trevor Hansen, one of the 2 referees, indicates slashing right off the faceoff. Seattle will be penalized. A slow skate over for Nathan Bastian.
Yeah, this is always a tough one as a player when you slash the opponent and your stick breaks. It also makes it a little bit easier for the official to call when the stick breaks on a play like that. He just comes right over the top trying to win a puck battle. When the stick breaks, it just makes it a little bit easier for the officials.
So right over the top of that stick of Colton Sevier, who's with the Oilers on a tryout. A veteran player trying to make this team. There are some spots available in the lower half of their forward group, especially on the 4th line. Seattle going with an NHL lineup here tonight. Kelly Yarncroke will clear it all the way out. He, along with Wenberg up front to kill it off. They have Carson Soucy and Jeremy Lauzon on the back end. Through center ice, Oilers on the attack. Here's Ryan McLeod. He'll feed it all the way around. Berglund gives chase. Benson knocks it down. Play to the wall now. Tyler Benson in back of Grubauer to the outside. Philip Berglund out in front. Off a body. Blocked in front by Carson Soucy. And the puck is cleared on a deflection out of play for a stoppage.
And a good thing it went into the Oilers bench. It didn't go a little bit higher and go up and over. They would have been down on a 5-on-3, which was not good for Seattle when they played Edmonton last time.
So the Kraken will change up the killers in front of Grubauer. 31 seconds gone in the power play. Edmonton's power play, but a totally different team, was 2 for 5 against Seattle on Tuesday night in the 6-0 win. Each team is 2-1 in preseason. And when we start regular play, you can throw those statistics right out the window. Got that, JT?
I got it.
All right. Spent all the way across. It means something now, but in about 10 days, it's long gone. Edmonton starts the power play breakout. Through the middle of the ice, Ryan McLeod. Cooper Marody, young player out of the University of Michigan, loose along the boards. McLeod to the point. This is Broberg all the way across for Berglund. He'll drop it off. Philip Broberg. McLeod calling for it. It eludes him. He's hurried up here by Hayden Fleury out of the corner. Marody goes to the near side with it. As you look at it at home, we're stationed on the other side of the rink. And now it's broken up. Scott Wilson on a tryout. His first action of preseason for the Kraken. Nice little breakout pass that time, and it's fed all the way down by Jared McCann. See the time left on the Edmonton power play. This is Tyson Barrie. He'll hit the line. He had 48 points as a defenseman last season. Wenberg right on it. He'll salt away a few more seconds. Bastian has 12 left in terms of his penalty. Great crowd here. The capacity in this building around 10,000. The home of the Everett Silvertips of the Western Hockey League. Now through the middle of the ice. Brendan Perlini moves in. He'll rim it all the way around. Lauzon is there for Seattle, met by Edmonton's Derek Ryan. Even turns on the ice. Just about 4 minutes gone in the opening period. Barrie looks it over. Fed across for Slater Cuckoo. It goes off the stick of Alexander Wenberg, and it goes out of play.
That was a really good penalty kill for Seattle. Every time that Edmonton had the puck in their zone, they were pressuring. As soon as the pass was made, the next player was already on the way to pressure, so that they didn't have the time and space to make the plays they wanted to.
See the power play numbers for Edmonton in preseason. 4 minutes gone, 4 shots for the Oilers, no shots for Seattle on the young goaltender Stuart Skinner. Alexander True, face-off won by Brad Malone. Now Cuckoo intentionally off the end boards. Free to the wall. Schwartz is there. So is Giordano. Now Jordan Eberle will float it out to center. He had to shoot out deciding goal Wednesday night in Calgary. Schwartz had 3 points in that game. 2 goals. He'll crank it up. Jaden Schwartz now takes it in on Tyson Barrie in back of the goal. Good defense by Malone. A steal by Eberle. Back to the point. Here's Dunn. Schwartz, Eberle, his shot blocked in front by Slater Cuckoo. Giordano for Schwartz. Not out. Held in. It deflects in off the goaltender Skinner. Good job out in front that time again by Alexander True. Up top, Giordano. Schwartz. A chop pass is broken up by Tyson Barrie. The Oilers will get out of dodge. They'll get a change in. So will the Kraken. Just about 5 minutes gone to the opening period. John Forsland, JT Brown. Angel of the Winds Arena here in Everett. Glad you've joined us tonight here on King 5. In the neutral zone, Luke Henman broken up for the Kraken, and now Jamie Oleksiak paired on defense with Hayden Fleury. They play catch. The Kraken will be in Kent tomorrow night against the Calgary Flames, who's played just inside the Edmonton line. Cole Lynn attempts a centering pass, broken up. William Lagesson got in the way, and now the Oilers back out to center. You're looking at Seth Griffith. He'll bounce it in. A short hopper on Grubauer. He'll hang on.
So far, they've only had one good shift so far in the zone where they've had sustained pressure, and that was with Eberle, Schwartz, but it was True in the middle that time for the shift at center, and he did a very good job being net front the entire time.
Jordan Eberle, what a classy move in the shootout, huh? You got great hands,
quick shot. Goalie didn't really have too much time to react on that one.
Kraken will wrap up preseason on Tuesday night in Vancouver after the Calgary game tomorrow in Kent. Out of the corner, Colton Sevier stood up defensively by Seattle's Carson Soucy. Out of the four-man scrum, it kicks out. Benson lays it back. Broberg with a shot. It's tipped. It's available. Still fought for. Lauzon did a good job that time on Ryan McLeod. Broberg with a shot, shouldered out of play by Philip Grubauer.
And that was a little bit of a tricky one for Grubauer to handle. It got deflected out high. Just got enough of his shoulder on it, though, to push it out of play.
Faceoff will stay put in Grubauer's half. 7 shots in the game now. 5 taken by Edmonton. Ryan, Yamamoto, and Zach Hyman come out for Edmonton. Alexander True played his junior hockey with the Seattle Thunderbirds. Will be in their barn tomorrow night. Faceoff is won back for the Kraken. Vince Dunn sends it back for his partner, Mark Giordano, who started the scoring in the place where he played the last 15 years and 8 as a captain in Calgary. Shootout win Wednesday night. Now it deflects in deep. Bastion goes to work. He's been diligent here in the preseason. Tyson Barrie hands on a pass. He's hassled by Scott Wilson. Yamamoto gets support from Zach Hyman. His first season as an Oiler, great years with Toronto. He was signed as an unrestricted free agent. Dunn goes down with help from Hyman, and they play on. Yamamoto out in front, a power move just through the goal crease. Derek Ryan resets it. Slater Cuckoo off the end boards, out in front. A big scramble in front. Grubauer says no a couple of times, and maybe Zach Hyman got in the way too. And the Kraken survive all of that. At the line, Yamamoto sealed off by Dunn. James Hamplin is taken down in a hard way that time. Good check by Jamie Oleksiak. Here comes Schwartz. With Eberle at his side, he goes deep. Lagesson takes a seat. Jaden Schwartz all over him. Now the Oilers buzz out to center. Brad Malone from well out off a stick, high off the glass. Grubauer got to stick to it. A centering pass goes high. Hamplin with a chance. A good stick check by Jared McCann on him. 12:42 left in the opening period. Some pressure early for Philip Grubauer. Even when you don't see the puck, he manages to get it done. And it's physical early. The big rig getting it done. We like to see it. We are goalless here in Everett. We're back here in Everett. Scoreless start to this one inside Angel of the Winds Arena, the home of the Everett Silvertips, who I'm told play Sunday in Spokane. And they are here tonight in full force. Great history for this junior team. Of course, Carter Hart, an outstanding young goaltender of the Philadelphia Flyers. You take a look at the lineage here with Ryan Murray in New Jersey, Juhar Kara, Noel Juleson of the Florida Panthers, but 27 players have been drafted to the National Hockey League out of this program. Take a look at the Western Conference Championship banners here. Special thanks to their staff for allowing the Kraken to come here and feel at home. Kraken will be in Kent tomorrow night, and again in this rink rush of 3 games, which started last Sunday in Spokane. All the proceeds go to youth hockey in the specific areas, so that's a great cause. Lots of kids here tonight, JT. Brad Malone is the captain of the Bakersfield Condors, their American Hockey League affiliate, wins the draw. Phil Kemp off a stick off Kelly Yarncroke, and that one goes out of play.
A little bit of a slow start here so far, but there's plenty of time. There's still 12.5 minutes left in this first period, and you got guys like Wenberg back in the lineup that can really make an impact here.
Kelly Yarncroke, the former Nashville Predator, on this draw, opposed by Brad Malone. It's one back. Aiden Fleury, Alexiak, he'll move it. Marcus Johansson off the boards and out. Wenberg got a stick to it. Yarncroke goes across. Here comes Fleury, right by the defender. His shot kicked out. Good save by Skinner. Fleury gets to it, and he'll settle it down. Turning with it, Alexander Wenberg. With a touch pass by Yarncroke. Fleury's hammer chance swallowed up by Stuart Skinner.
It's a really, really good play here by Hayden Fleury. He sees the defender go down, but he doesn't shoot to score from that far out on the wall. He goes right for the pad, and there comes the rebound right to the middle. Just a little bit late getting to the front of the net for that rebound, but the idea of trying to pass the puck right off the pads to the middle is something that's smart on Hayden Fleury's side.
Face off won by Jared McCann. Giordano holding on it, moved along. Schwartz with a shot just wide. The stick side of Stuart Skinner. A steal. McCann drops it off through the slot and off the stick of Edmonton's Slater Cuckoo. Jaden Schwartz out in front. Good defensive play by Cuckoo. And the Oilers are back out. Scooped ahead by Seth Griffith in on Grubauer. He'll mop it up, but a penalty is called on the way in.
Looked like Slater Cuckoo might have gotten a little bit of a high stick there as he was trying to run through, trying to get to the front of the net. Yeah, he's coming in on the forecheck, and the toe of the stick just gets right underneath the visor.
Yep.
Unintentional, but when the stick gets caught like that, it can definitely do a little bit of damage.
So after Nathan Bastian took the first penalty, Vince Dunn here. Trevor Hansen, I should say, and Jake Brink are the referees here tonight. 11:50 left in this first period. Oilers on their second power play. Tyson Berry, Derek Ryan moved along. Deep it goes by Susi, who was defending on Zach Hyman. Out of the corner. It's dug out by Perlini. Back again for Tyson Berry. This is Yamamoto. To the outside and in. Ryan across. Good stick that time by Susi to break up the pass. It's available in the high slot. Susi got back along with Jeremy Lauzon to get it back out through the center zone. Just under 90 seconds left on the Oilers' second power play tonight. John and JT with you as always tonight from Everett. Now Perlini. Hyman gains entry for Ryan all the way across by Nathan Bastian. Yamamoto given a shove in the corner. Taylor Yamamoto broken up. Good play by Nathan Bastian, and the Kraken kill more time.
Again, they just keep supplying constant pressure. Anytime one of Edmonton's players touches the puck, somebody on Seattle is pressuring and jumping right at them, not giving them the time.
Now out to center ice. Berglund loses control, shorthanded. Here comes Wenberg. He'll dust it off. The pass never got through, detected by Broberg, and he was finished off by McCann. Now through the middle of the ice. Tyler Benson throws on the brakes. Given a bump by Hayden Fleury. Philip Broberg at the point. To the half boards, McLeod. He'll send it all the way back. Broberg holding onto it. Around the clock they go. Berglund and now McLeod. Little pass directed wide by Benson, and now he'll get to it. He'll cut with it. Tyler Benson takes it in on Oleksiak. Marody now a deflected pass finding Ryan McLeod. He'll get it back from Broberg. He'll advance. A shot taken wide on the glove side of Grubauer. Now Philip Berglund again in back of the goal. Benson's pass in the skates of McLeod. A good break for the Kraken. And Jared McCann will float it out. Vince Dunn up and ready. And the Killers get it done. Centering pass by Wilson. Lauzon. His shot is blocked. And here come the Oilers out to center on even terms. Over the line, crisscrossing Devon Shore. Griffith again for Shore. Good stick by Grubauer. Lagesson going wide. Tyson Barrie to the wall, getting it back from Griffith. His shot through a screen goes wide. William Lagesson now moves in out of the corner. Griffith. He stood up by Jeremy Lauzon, and now Seattle gets to it. Scott Wilson pops it out to dead center. Tyson Barrie paired on defense with William Lagesson. 9:15 left in the opening period. 10 shots taken, and 6 have been taken by Edmonton. Now Griffith moving in, defended by Carson Soucy just inside the line. The Kraken Nation is heard from here in Everett, and now over the line it goes by Colton Sevier. Icing is called against the Oilers. They'll take it back in their zone.
Yeah, the fans are really getting behind Seattle right now. It might just be that little boost that they need to get that first one.
Dave Hackstall will send out. It's been called by Ryan Clark of the Athletic the Swedish House Mafia line. Wenberg, Johansson, and Yarncrow. Pulls back the clock just a little bit, JT, right? Back when you were, I don't know how old.
Just a little bit younger.
Just a bit younger. Now, Yarncrow. For me, it was yesterday. Now, shot taken by Giordano, deflects wide. Left to the corner. Kraken get to it. Yarncrow out in front, just over the stick of Marcus Johansson. Oilers in control. James Hamplin. Colton Sevier, off a body. Wenberg for Seattle. He'll sort it out. Send it back for Yarncrow, and now Giordano. One of the best leaders in the National Hockey League. Giordano holding onto it now. Moved along for Cole Lynn, cross ice. Now Oleksiak will feed it in all the way around. Out of the corner and back. Edmonton in control, losing his edge. Barrie shies away from Luke Henman. They fight for it along the boards. Henman for Seattle, and now the Oilers in control. Looking at Slater Kuku, who gets it out. Moved along by Yamamoto, retaken back by the Krakens. Hayden Fleury at the flex. No problem for Grubauer. Florinsky moved along for Fleury, and now Luke Henman. First ever player signed by the Seattle Kraken franchise. It comes out to center. Right in front of the Edmonton bench. Just a bevy of humanity. You see it right there. They tie it up. 7:30 left in this first period. Lauzon grinding. So is Hyman for Edmonton. This is Schwartz. A handoff. Soucy for Schwartz. In tight. Shouldered down and hung on to by Stuart Skinner. 7:20 left in the opening period in front of a great crowd here in Everett. Watching the Edmonton Oilers and the Seattle Kraken on a beautiful day as we look for the game's first goal.
This facility is going to become our home. It's a perfect location to house not only our team, but to house our dreams. We're building it for our fans. If we want to build one of the great organizations in the National Hockey League, we had to take this step.
Seattle, you've waited for this moment. Now, experience Coldplay live in concert. Performing the grand opening of Climate Pledge Arena, Friday, October 22nd. Get tickets now at Ticketmaster.com. For full show info, check ClimatePledgeArena.com.
Fans, don't miss your chance to see the Kraken live at Climate Pledge Arena. A very limited number of select home game tickets available now. Be part of history for the inaugural season. Go to Ticketmaster.com for tickets. We see the Silvertips again. So here's the story. If you're a junior hockey fan, help us out. We've got a press release up here that says they play in Kelowna tomorrow night. And the website says they play in Spokane on Sunday. So, JT, they're going to play this weekend. All right, so that's all we need to know. Good luck, boys. Have a great season. So if there's a fan out there that follows the Silvertips and can tell us, we'll clear the whole thing up. I thought it was going nuts. The home opener is here against Portland, I believe, on October 8th, and that's true. So that's a fact. We just want to get everything right here because they've made us feel very much at home in this barn. But good luck to the Silvertips. You've been there, right? A young player watching an NHL game, hoping that you're that close and maybe someday you can do it. You did it.
Yeah, I mean, it just gives you, they get to watch exactly where they want to get to. How are these guys preparing? How are they working on the ice? What are they doing in the D zone, the O zone? There's so much for them to learn by being able to watch this game live right in front of them.
So there's an issue with the glass, as we had in Calgary. So it happens in the NHL. It can happen in a Western Hockey League facility like this. 7:20 left in the first period. Goalless start. Oilers and Kraken for the second time in preseason. That'll be the case tomorrow night when the Kraken take on Calgary. Then the second look at Vancouver, who signed Elias Pettersson and Quinn Hughes today. Finally got them in the fold, and I'm sure, JT, it'll be a full dress rehearsal in Vancouver on Tuesday night.
Of course, once you get to the last game or the last two games of the preseason, just getting ready for the regular season, most times teams are going to have pretty much their entire lineup. Maybe one guy here or there that they're still taking that last look at throughout the preseason. But for the most part, when you get down to that last game, it's the last dress rehearsal before the regular season starts. So it's going to be usually your NHL club roster.
Well, we had some confusion with the Silvertips and the dates. We know these are right on the money. First game ever, October 12 in Las Vegas. First game on Root Sports, Music City against the Preds, October 14th. First game at CPA, October 23 against Vancouver. And the first game against your old team, the back-to-back defending Stanley Cup champion Tampa Bay Lightning, November 26th, day after Thanksgiving.
There's so many good games on that schedule, I can't wait.
We'll be there for all of it. We're on the phone right now to Home Depot. And they will get this taken care of, JT. Don't worry about it.
Oh, man.
So, this is a great idea by the Kraken. You know, the final touches are being made on Climate Pledge Arena. Building not ready yet. So why not get on this rush of 3 rinks, starting in Spokane, which was truly special, here, tomorrow night in Kent, and kick the money back to youth hockey.
Yeah, it's an amazing thing for them to do, like you said, to bring the money back into the youth hockey in these different areas. But also it's a great idea to bring the game live to another set of fans that may not be able to travel to Seattle to see a game live. They may be able to see it out here in these different areas.
Well, as you can see, a tremendous atmosphere here. Every seat has been sold. And let's learn about this facility. The kids that we just saw a couple of times that play somewhere this weekend have a great building to play in. It opened September 27th, 2003. The home to the Silvertips, the Western Hockey League, the Storm of the WNBA. Capacity 8,300 for hockey. And it also holds an NHL regulation size community ice rink. The junior program, the junior Silvertips, play out of here, and we're underway. Along the boards now, comes out to center ice. Carson Soucy will draw it back, play it off the wall, cut off by Sevier, Colton Sevier. Jeremy Lauzon will tie it up. Right along those near boards, it comes back out to center ice. Just about 13 minutes gone, period 1. Scoreless start here in Everett. Ryan McLeod, double team. Jeremy Lauzon is one of those for Seattle. McCann there too. It goes off Carson Soucy. Benson tries a centering pass that never got through. Colton Sevier for Edmonton out of the corner. Carson Soucy for Lauzon. A former Boston Bruin for Jaden Schwartz. He'll send it back. Soucy takes a look up ice. What a season he had last year with the Minnesota Wild. Second straight year in the NHL for him. The University of Minnesota Duluth. Now True. Alexander True will cycle out with it. He'll go high for Dunn. Vince Dunn around the clock. Giordano. Dunn gets it back. The Kraken are changing. Dunn. Giordano. He'll delay. Shot taken, blocked by McLeod. It deflects to the corner. Alexander True. Tyler Benson got there. He'll pop it out for Edmonton. The Oilers now complete the change. Alexander True will dump it in. Broberg finished off by Scott Wilson. Big jam in back of the goaltender, Stuart Skinner. Broberg, Griffith. Cross ice pass in the skates of Devon Shore, who plays it well. He'll pitch it by Giordano. He'll get after it. Moved along by Vince Dunn. It pops out. Alexander True let it go for Scott Wilson. And the Kraken now recoil.
It's been a pretty physical game so far. There's been a lot of big hits both ways. You got to like that early on in a preseason.
Calle Jarnkrok moves it to an open corner. Wenberg's pass all the way across off the stick of Broberg, and now Brendan Perlini. Perlini in the zone, ridden off it by Hayden Fleury. Good defensive play. The Kraken back out to center. Wilson right on the money. It's Jarnkrok. He'll drop it off for Wenberg. He'll cut. He's defended. He'll get it back to the wall. Marcus Johansson from a tough angle, stopped by Skinner a couple of times with Calle Jarnkrok right on the doorstep. Good idea by Marcus Johansson. Stuart Skinner, the young goaltender, was ready for that. He will play all 3 periods tonight, we're told. The Kraken looking to break the ice here in Everett.
What's up, Seattle?
Hey, Seattle.
What's up, Seattle?
My name is Chris Drieger, and I'm a goalie for the Seattle Kraken.
I'm Hayden Fleury, and I'm a defenseman for the Seattle Kraken.
Hayden Fleury. My name is Philip Grubauer, and I'm the goaltender for the Seattle Kraken. I know you've been patiently waiting for the puck to drop at Climate Pledge Arena.
I can't wait for us to experience that moment together.
But to go on that journey, we need your help to make it safe for everyone.
Getting vaccinated doesn't just protect you,
It protects all of us.
From your seat neighbors,
Ushers, concession staff.
to me and my teammates.
If you have questions or need any help, go to
www.nhl.com/kraken/community/COVID-19-resources.
Let's show the world what it looks like when we support each other in full force.
I got vaccinated.
I got vaccinated.
I got vaccinated. So now, Kraken fans, let's shut out the virus.
We're back here in Everett. JT, Marcus Johansson, 3 Swedes talk it over. Good idea to throw it out in front.
It's never a bad idea to just get the puck to the net. It may not be a great scoring chance, but you still have a guy standing in front of the net, and you're also able to get a chance for a rebound. You got to like where Jarnkrok goes right to the front of the net, and Johansson just takes a shot. Sometimes you never know what's going to happen.
We'll get a break here with 5:06 left in the opening period. Alexander True, Nathan Bastian, Scott Wilson, the forward line for Seattle, with Hayden Fleury and Jamie Oleksiak stationed on defense. Shots are even at 7 as we look for the game's first goal. This line has a lot of muscle here, JT, with True, Bastian, and Scott Wilson seeing his first action of preseason. Faceoff is won back by Derek Ryan. Chip it ahead for Zach Hyman. Move it by Hayden Fleury. Oleksiak at the blue line, drawn back, and now Fleury in control. Move it along for his partner, Jamie Oleksiak. Quick up intended for Wilson, doesn't work. Lagesson back out for Hyman. He was defended. Nice little sweep check by Hayden Fleury. Now Zach Hyman will lower the shoulder. Pickpocketed by Fleury. Fleury along the boards, tied up. Oleksiak cancels his man as he took down Derek Ryan. Alexander True for Seattle. Tried to advance it by Yamamoto. Hyman goes wide. Looked like it might have gone off a stick off of Bastian. Now Hyman in back of the goal. He'll protect it well. Hold on to it. He'll center one out in front. Now in back of the goal, Yamamoto wrapped up by Jamie Oleksiak. Taylor Yamamoto to the outside. Crunch now by True. Shakes free. Yamamoto out in front off a body, just wide. Went off Hayden Fleury. Now Oleksiak in control. Laid off the window, back out through center by Lagesson. All the way back in the Edmonton zone. This is icing against Seattle. The NHL is coming to the Pacific Northwest. Don't be denied your right to watch every Kraken goal and unforgettable moment of their inaugural season on Root Sports. Call your provider today to see if they're carrying your Seattle Kraken all season long on Root Sports. McLeod crossing sticks with Seattle's True. True, young man out of Denmark. It's McLeod, Sevier, and Benson out there for Edmonton. True, Bastian, Scott Wilson for Seattle. Nathan Bastian moves it by Tyson Barrie. Go to work out of the corner. They play it to open space on a change. Jared McCann. McCann for Jaden Schwartz. McCann out of that corner, broken up. Lugged out by the veteran Colton Sevier. They'll clear it ahead. Tyler Benson. Jeremy Lauzon took a hit to make a play. He spots Carson Soucy. Away go the Kraken. Back out to center. Sevier without his stick. A reset by Eberle. Now Carson Soucy, an aerial flip wide of Skinner. Icing against Seattle.
You can see it on some of the guys' faces right now. Not necessarily excited or happy with how things are going. They could use a little bit more energy, use a little bit more puck possession time, especially with a skillful line like this.
McCann and Shore now on this face-off. One back by McCann. Lauzon holding onto it. Forecheck by Griffith. He'll send it all the way back. Where it's manned by Carson Soucy. Back out to center. Broberg lays it across for Griffith, who started his career as a Boston Bruin. It comes in. Soucy. Little bump by Devin Shore on him. Perlini for Edmonton. Wedged up against the boards now. Eberle. Dead center Schwartz. A handoff for Jeremy Lauzon. Good backtracking by the Oilers. Griffith got back to it. Now Philip Berglund. Knocked out of midair by Seattle's Luke Henman. Edmonton gave it away. It's Eberle. He'll dance. Shot taken, stopped, and covered by Skinner.
Eberle is just showing his skill again and again with little hand-eye coordination. The pass tries to go out. He blocks it down with one stick. Fakes the pass back, but then takes a shot through the defenseman. So again, it's a skill to be able to look back. Right there's the pump and throws it in without getting the shot blocked.
The whole thing is just beautiful. The steal, great hands. He makes it look easy too, JT. Now Tyson Barrie under a bit of duress. Henman takes a seat, shoved down by Brad Malone. Barrie holding onto it. Altercation. Carson, Twarynski, and Brad Malone. The linesmen quickly move in. All of this with 2:24 left in the first period.
You got to give him credit for stepping up and getting the fans going in a situation like this. Malone is he's a tough customer. He's been in quite a few fights. I've seen it firsthand. Here's how it gets started. Just a quick little hit on Hyman. And I like the fact that Twarynski went right in. He says, you know what, This is not going to be tolerated. And they drop the gloves and go right after it again. Malone's a tough customer. Not a whole lot going either way. But again, it's the fact that he did it. He stepped up in a time where Seattle needed it.
Yeah, Malone's been well traveled. He's a good pro. He'll play likely in the American Hockey League. Twarynski has a history with Dave Haxtell. He had him in Philadelphia. But that's how you get noticed, right? Team toughness. Slater Cuckoo. Shoved off it by Marcus Johansson. A penalty will be called here. A holding call. Johansson, use of the free hand. He doesn't like it. Edmonton will get their third power play of the period.
I mean, I haven't seen too many times where the player likes it when the penalty is called on them. But we're going to see he does grab right here with the open hand. It kind of just pushes down a little bit on Cuckoo's pants, it looks like. And that's where Slater goes down and the hand goes up.
Now, can you imagine if they said, thanks, ref, thanks for calling that. I really appreciate the penalty. You're right. Hackstall didn't like it either. So more practice for the penalty killers. And Wenberg, his first action of preseason. He's been out. New child in the Wenberg family. He and his wife Felicia. Now Barry. Perlini. This wrist pass doesn't work, intended for Zach Hyman. Out of the corner. Hyman, Yamamoto there. Four-man scrum. Fleury and Alexiak for the Kraken. Out of the pile-up, it's dug out by Derek Ryan. Perlini. Now Barry. Brendan Perlini will take it downstairs. A screenshot. Partial screen at least. But there was a path of vision for Philip Grubauer.
Again, this is an area where you'll allow them to shoot the puck when you're a man down. The puck comes from up top. He's attacking the zone, and you'll take that. Every single time you want that shot, Grubauer will stand right in front of it and make that save.
You can see there, he had a clear look at it. There was a screen, and Hyman got out of the way. 9 stops for Grubauer so far. 92 seconds left on the Seattle kill. Barry with a shot blocked on the way through. The rebound, Grubauer comes up big. Good recovery there, and now the Kraken get to it in the person of Jared McCann. He'll dump it out.
That was a special save right there. I'm still trying to figure out how he got his foot back.
Amazing. Now Griffith, Yamamoto will send it back. Edmonton reorganizing at the line. It's worked across for Hyman. He'll cut on Jeremy Lauzon. Derek Ryan, Tyson Barry. Angles away from Schwartz. Now Ryan. Bumper slot. Yamamoto a give back. It's Barry straight away. Walking the line. Here's Perlini. He'll take it in. Move back for Tyson Barry. Perlini all the way across. Good stick by Susie. A steal by Seattle's Jeremy Lauzon. He'll clear it out.
Again, the pressure right now is just seeming to be a little bit too much for Edmonton's power play to handle.
To the wall now, Broberg. McLeod right on the money. Griffith defensively marked by Alexiak. Hayden Fleury for the Kraken gets to it. He'll move it by Benson. Scott Wilson for Alexiak. He sees it now. He'll slam it out. Bastian shorthanded ahead of the field. 12 seconds on the kill. The pass for Wilson broken up. Good play by Ryan McLeod. Left and back of the goal. Now Griffith will get to it. Marcus Johansson, 3 seconds left on his penalty. Here's Griffith. From outside the line, a cross-corner dump in. Fleury's on it. He'll rim it around. Johansson out of the box. One toucher. Kelly Arncroke, back it goes. Collected by Johansson. Now Wenberg. 4 seconds left in the period. He gets it. Wenberg with a shot. Rubbed out by McLeod. And that's all here in period 1. Let's see that spectacular save by Philip Grubauer, JT, and you'll see how he did it here.
He gets it right there. Here comes the puck on the backside, and I was wondering how he got his leg on it. It looked like it might have been stopped by the defender in front, but it's a great block shot there by Lauzon. Grubauer's fighting to find the puck. It goes off of his pad, and the second one goes through. It might have went off the post, but again, he's still looking through screens, fighting through and finding the puck. Grubauer's done a heck of a job so far.
What'd you think of the first period?
There's been a lot of things they've done well. It's 9-8 in the shots right now. Seattle is down in that part, but a lot of the penalties sort of kill momentum and doesn't allow you to establish your forecheck, get into the system the way you want to go.
Time for the first intermission from Everett. Here's Paul Sylvie.
Well, thank you, John. It's great to be in this building with Dennis Williams, the head coach and general manager of the Everett Silvertips. You've seen a lot of hockey in here, coached a lot of hockey, Dennis. What's it like watching an NHL team play in your building?
Yeah, it's fantastic. It's a little bit different tonight. Normally we're standing on the bench and don't get to take in this great crowd, but it's been a long time coming. It's great to see fans back in a rink here tonight, and it excites our guys as well.
We know that it's going to be tough building a team from scratch, and that's what Ron Francis and the guys are trying to do. Looks like goalie has always been a priority for Ron Francis. Make sure you start there and build your way out. I think Grubauer was a pretty good acquisition at 6 years, $35 million contract. They were serious about him.
Yeah, you know, you don't win too many games without good goaltending. You know, we've been very fortunate in Everett, too, to have good goalies, and we know how important that is. But obviously getting that big piece back there allows the players to play loose, a little more confident, knowing that they get good goalie back in the back end.
Yeah, well, he came up with a couple of big saves, especially late in this period to keep it scoreless. It's the Oilers and the Kraken are tied right now 0-0. But let's talk about the penalty kill. When you're talking about building a team, you're trying to build the right lines, score, keep goals from going in, but you also have to build a penalty killing unit. And they had a couple of shots at it in this period.
Yeah, you know what? They've killed off 3, which is always tough to start off a game with. And but we're sitting up there as a staff watching, and their D are big, they're strong, they're mobile. You know, and it's pretty remarkable how good a sticks they have out there, and it's really neat to watch in real life again, to be able to see how good these players are out there, and to see that again, just the way that they talk, communicate, their clears are so strong together, and so they got that down. I'm sure they're hoping for a few power plays here in the second.
Yeah, it'd be nice if they got on there and had a couple of chances. And we talk about the offense, and Dave Hackstall's trying to build a line and develop some chemistry, at least with those first and second and third lines, to get some offense going. Not much here tonight. Is that a tough thing to develop in the exhibition season because you're doing so much experimenting?
Yeah, especially with a new program like this. You know, you're trying to balance a lot of players in and out of your lineup, you know, right now. And for them, they're trying to find some chemistry quickly, being a new franchise. They're trying to get some veterans in the lineup and seeing who clicks well together, I'm sure, and as well as getting some of the younger players in. So it's a tough juggle, it's a tough balance, but that's what preseason's for. It's to kind of figure out all the kinks. And last time I checked, they don't give out a championship in preseason, so it's all about trying to figure out your team as you move forward.
Well, we got a lot more to go with Dennis Williams as this night continues, and we continue to watch some good hockey here between the Kraken and the Oilers. Silvertips head coach and general manager join us, and we'll check with you a little bit later. Second intermission, we'll have you come back and talk some more hockey.
Yeah, great. Thanks.
All right, thank you, Dennis, and we'll be right back as Chris Daniels gets a chance to sit down with Mark Giordano. We're back live here in Everett at Angel of Winds Arena, and we had a chance, scoreless period, but a lot of action. Kraken trying to get something going. Let's throw it over to John and JT to talk to the players.
Jamie, thanks for doing this. You know, you have to kill 3 in the first period, right? So it's hard to get into a flow. Just talk about what it's like to go through that right off the hop.
You know what? I mean, I think it's preseason, so we want to work on things, and PK is one of those. Obviously, you know, you don't want to take penalties, but we're just trying to learn the system and making the most of it and taking advantage of the opportunities.
I got a question. What is it like for the guys on the bench when you see a guy like Turinsky step in after the hit on Henman and go in and drop with a guy like Malone?
It's huge. I mean, I think we've done a good job coming together as a team and supporting each other and playing hard for each other. And it's a good example. You know, Carr stepped up there and, made sure that let us know we're not going to get pushed around.
You know, give us a sense for the chemistry that's starting to build here with all the new players and you guys coming together for this one common goal.
Yeah, I mean, I think, we're just kind of leaning on the system. We're all kind of learning this and, competing together. And when you compete together, you kind of, grow a little bit closer as a squad. And, I think we're really taking advantage of this preseason.
All right, thanks for doing this. Go get a rest, and we'll see you in the second period.
Appreciate it. Thanks. Bye.
We are back in downtown Everett on a beautiful night. Beautiful look at Angel of the Winds Arena. No score, the Edmonton Oilers, Seattle Kraken. 4th game of preseason for the Kraken. I should have JT Brown, my partner, get on the ice here and coach up these kids, but I don't think they need much help, JT.
No, they did a fantastic job here during the intermission. A couple of great goals were scored. This is going to be an experience that they're going to remember for the rest of their lives.
This is a skills competition. When they mature a little bit, they're going to get involved in hitting, which is part of hockey. The physical prowess, which we all like to see, and we had plenty of it in the first period.
Yeah, these were the games that I specifically loved when I was playing.
Yes, you did.
When the game gets tough, that's when I have the most fun. Guys were laying down the body here and there. This one was a big one that you feel. Alexiak is no joke, somebody that I did not like playing against. And the fans definitely got on their feet for this one. You have a fight. The guys are throwing punches back and forth. What can you say? The fans were enjoying themselves with that one.
I can still see 23, JT Brown, first man in on the forecheck. Play through the body. Always legal, right?
Always legal.
Always legal. We're back with the second period with these guys right after this. John Forsland, JT Brown in the midst of the Kraken Nation here in Everett. The second game of the 3 rink rush for the Seattle Kraken in preseason tomorrow night in Kent. No score. The Kraken and the Edmonton Oilers. Final time they will see their rivals from the Pacific Division from Northern Alberta. See the Southern Alberta entry tomorrow night. Flames, Kraken. Seattle defeating Calgary on Wednesday night at the Saddle Dome, 4-3 in a shootout. We start this second period. Alexander Wenberg and Derek Ryan on the draw. Start 5 aside, excluding goalkeeper, so full strength off the draw. Wenberg a crunch that time on Zach Hyman. It springs out. Ryan got a stick to it for Edmonton, and Jamie Oleksiak, who was kind enough to join us after one period, starts a breakout for the Kraken. Picked off by Edmonton's Derek Ryan. He'll float it in. Hayden Fleury now all the way around, overskated by Slater Cuckoo. Here's Wenberg. A lead pass from Marcus Johansson. Fleury for the front. He'll delay his shot. Just wide on the stick side of Stuart Skinner. Working across. Wenberg with a bid. Fought off. Hung on to by Skinner.
It's a good start to the second period. Had a couple of chances early. Started with a pinching Slater Cuckoo, misses the puck, but Fleury jumps into the play, and that's what makes it easy for Johansson to go in on that 2-on-1. Just misses the net, but was a good attempt and a good chance early on in the second period.
Played pretty well by Tyson Barrie. Took away the pass, and Johansson let it fly. Shots are even at 9. This is Seth Griffith through the middle now for Devon Shore. With Brendan Perlini for the Oilers. Jaden Schwartz moves it around for Jared McCann. Broken up. Griffith off the body. Panned on by Broberg. Open ice. Jaden Schwartz looks for a friend. He'll stop on a dime. Here's Giordano. His shot tipped. The rebound broken up by Philip Broberg. Not out. Schwartz with a tight turn. Spots Everly. His bid stopped. The rebound. Done with a chance. Stopped again by Stuart Skinner. Good pressure by the Kraken at the outset of the second period. Everly holding on to it. Nice pass for McCann. He'll take it to the outskirts. Giordano calling for it around the clock for Dunn. Vince Dunn, Schwartz in the skates of Everly. It comes all the way back. Moved by Berglund. Off a stick. It's available. Dug out by Jordan Everly. Philip Berglund for the Oilers. They scrum in that far corner. It's dug out. Back to the point. Dunn. One-timer. Giordano stopped. Hung on to by Skinner.
Back-to-back shifts. Seattle has kept the pressure on in the zone. Here's a good look by Dunn, just pinching down to get a shot. Gio comes through with the hard, heavy one-timer. Square to it with Skinner, though.
Good look, too. Break for the 3-time NHL All-Star Mark Giordano. Norris Trophy winner in 2019 as the NHL's top defenseman. Alexander True. Ryan McLeod on the draw. Bastion hacking one off the glass. True hunts it down. Takes a hit from Phil Kemp. Young defenseman out of Yale. Now True holding onto it. Held in by Soucy. A deferral. Goes on. His shot swallowed up by Skinner.
I'm not sure what was said in the locker room, but the Seattle Kraken have really come out firing here in the second period. Pretty much the entire period has been spent in Edmonton's zone. It's plays like that that have allowed them to gain that offensive zone time so far in the second period.
You bring up a good point. Let's talk about it. It's been a week of kind of attitudinal adjustments, right? After the Edmonton game and how that was handled going into Calgary.
Yeah, when you play a game and you don't get the results you want, it's always about how you respond.
Right. And how's the key word, right, in preseason? It's how you play. Nice to win. And the Kraken are looking for their third win in 4 tries in exhibition play, but it's really about how they play, and that's what the coaches talk about each and every day. Lauzon now goes across. This is Carson Soucy, defended by Tyler Benson. Lay it deep. McLeod gets back on it. Forechecked by Kelly Arncroke. Oilers in control. Lagesson broken up. Ice cut in half by Alex Wenberg. And now McLeod with a steal. He'll circle the track. And the pass never got through. Good defense by Jeremy Lauzon. Now Slater Cuckoo looking for a tip off the boards. Off the shelf. Right out in front. It eludes Cuckoo and back out to center. He's paired on defense with Tyson Barrie as they play catch. Just about 3 minutes gone in the second period. John and JT with you as always. Tyler Benson rubbed out by Susie. Cuckoo with a shot. It's tipped wide of Philip Grubauer. Barrie now keeps it deep. It's rolled all the way around. Covering up his shore. His shot canceled by Cole Lind. And it triggers all the way back as we see in the Edmonton zone. Skinner, the goaltender. Cuckoo, forechecked by Luke Henman. Cole Lind is there too for Seattle, along with Scott Wilson. Here comes Barrie. A headman pass at the line, broken up by Oleksiak. To the center zone, Hedman cross ice. Wilson stays on side. It's drawn back by Tyson Barrie. Cooper Marody. James Hamblin to the outside. Shore, a backhander off a stick off Hayden Fleury. Lind has it. Next of the Vancouver Canucks, he'll settle it back. Shots are 12-9 Seattle. They've been out shooting, as JT pointed out here in the second period, looking to break a scoreless tie. Oleksiak D-to-D passing with Hayden Fleury, the big rig, gets it back. He'll sail it by Eberle all the way back down. And it's whistled dead on an icing.
Just a little mix-up on the timing there. Right play, tried to hit Eberle with speed going up the near side, but wasn't able to connect with it.
That's right, and a long stretch pass from your half of center. That's not deflected. It makes it all the way back in the other team's zone. Icing is called, and the penalty is just a face-off, but it can be big, right? You get it all the way back. You can't change. The defending team is not allowed to put fresh players on the ice to replace guys who are fatigued, but the other team can change, and you'll see that quite a bit. They will resituate this face-off between Derek Ryan, Jared McCann, Yamamoto, Berglund, out of the reach of Derek Ryan all the way around. Eberle wedged out. Good play. McCann for Schwartz. Here they come. Here's McCann. It's a bouncing pass, I think. Derek Ryan got to stick to it, and it comes out to center. Giordano plays it across. Aired on defense tonight with Vince Dunn. Dunn takes a peek up ice. Flat pass for McCann. A little down and out for Eberle. He'll throw on the brakes, lay it back for Giordano. Dunn with a shot. Good stop by Skinner. And the Oilers dodge that. They get it out. Ryan, Yamamoto at the line. He's defended by 3. Broberg, easy chance for Grubauer. No further play.
It's a great play to just poke the puck over so that Schwartz is able to try to get a little saucer pass right back to McCann. It does look like it got deflected, but it's a great look. Otherwise, McCann would have been going in all alone on Skinner.
Yeah, it could have been 81 Berglund, maybe Ryan. But I'll get an eye exam tomorrow. Show up in Kent now. Play to the outside. Griffith. Lagesson's shot canceled by Nathan Bastian, who went down in front of that one. Center zone, Seth Griffith. Taken down again by Bastian. Goes on. Turns it over. Oilers on it. Lagesson off a stick off Bastian. He gets involved 3 times with a defensive stick. And we get a stoppage. Hey, Kraken fans. One Roof Foundation's online anchor auction is live right now. Grow the game fund to help kids across the region get introduced to hockey. Bid on incredible items at oneroofffoundation.org/auction or text anchor auction to 76278 to participate. That rhymes. Who writes these things? Very nice. Cuckoo with a shot. They score! It pinballs home off the draw. A tip out in front. It might be Brendan Perlini. We'll see, but Slater Cuckoo off the face-off with a chop chance that bounces by Grubauer. Edmonton breaks the ice.
Perlini is definitely having himself a great preseason. It's a win right off the draw. Slap shot. It's a tip out high in the slot. Not a whole lot that Grubauer can do with this one, the way it bounces straight up into the top corner.
Berlini with his 4th goal preseason. Cuckoo with the shot. We'll get the official word. It did look like 42 in the white. Got to stick to it. So the Kraken down by 1 here in the second period. Giordano crunched by Devon Shore. Vince Dunn, Mark Giordano. He'll sort it out. A lead pass. Marcus Johansson going wide. Wenberg played it well. Here's Giordano. His shot stopped. Available in the slot. Fought for. Little hack and whack time, and Griffith is on it. He'll take it back. Played along the boards. Vince Dunn. Marcus Johansson has room. Calling his Yarncroke. Seen all the way by Stuart Skinner.
And that's the exact response you want after a goal. They come right down and they get a scoring chance of their own. Here's a great one-timer or slap shot by Giordano, but then look at all the bodies right in front. They're getting to the hard areas. They're trying to come back with that goal. And again, for that to be the shift right after you were scored on is a good sign.
So break for that line. Just about 6 minutes gone in the second period. Calle Yarncroke, 8 seasons with the Nashville Predators. McCann, Eberle, Schwartz for Dave Hackstall and the Kraken. Edmonton punches out. Here's McLeod. He'll scale it in. Grubauer, what he can handle. We were told this morning by Dave Hackstall that Grubauer will play 2 periods tonight. Joey Decord, once again, a support goaltender. Out of the corner. Dunn. McLeod for the Oilers. Holding on to it. Back to the point. Good keep. Broberg, Berglund off a stick off Schwartz. Giordano taken down. Crowd wants a call, none provided. Jaden Schwartz. Lay it back. Giordano through the center zone. Edmonton is positioned well through the middle. Philip Broberg, McCann on him. 3 men in on the forecheck. A steal for Schwartz. A fancy Dan move. He almost made it happen. Philip Broberg has control. He'll retreat, start a breakout. Seattle is changing. So are the Oilers. Second period of the long change. Malone goes cross corner. Oleksiak is back on it. Underneath it out. Luke Hedman for Carson Twarynski. He'll clear it ahead. On the gallop, it's Cole Lind. He'll get there. You see it up close. Out of the corner, Lind holding on to it. The pass goes off a stick out to center, collected by Brad Malone. Little bouncer in on Grubauer. To the wall. Hamblin lays it back. Hamblin now sends it back to the point. Shot taken by Lagesson. Now Kemp, Phil Kemp. His bid off net goes high off the glass. Lagesson lays it along the kick blade all the way around. Twarynski for Seattle. Good pinch by Phil Kemp. Back of the goal, Cooper Marody. Sealed off by Oleksiak. And the Kraken now reorganized. 12:23 left in the second period. Seattle trails by 1 here in Everett. Tomorrow night, Kraken, the Calgary Flames from Kent. We'll be back on Kong for that one. It's cleared in. Icing against Seattle.
Another just a slight mix-up with the neutral zone play. The timing can get disrupted, especially early in a preseason game. That's the things that you want to work on. You want to continue. That's why you play these preseason games, so that you can get your timing and your routes down, so that come game 1 of the regular season, you're right on top of it.
Preseason concludes on Tuesday night. 6 p.m. starts the coverage on Root Sports. Kraken and the Canucks. Shot by Barry, blocked by Bastian. He's doubled over a bit by it. Yamamoto. Taylor Yamamoto back for Slater Cuckoo. He'll clear it all the way around. Yamamoto gives chase. He'll kick it out. Cuckoo. Barry goes wide. He'll lay it along to the flank. Here's Hyman. Zach Hyman goes to work on Nathan Bastian. Cuckoo. And now Tyson Barry again. A floater. Went off the man out in front. Derek Ryan. Cuckoo does a good job to leave it there for Zach Hyman. Moved along again for Barry. Tyson Barry, a tough angle. It goes off the glass. Slater Cuckoo takes a shot. Here's Ryan out in front. Broke it up. The defense by Fleury. Now Hyman. He'll circle the track. Throw on the brakes. Lay it back for Cuckoo. This way for Tyson Barry. Moved across. In deep. Yamamoto. With pressure here. Seattle tuckered out. Cuckoo. Barry will take it in on Scott Wilson. Drop pass for Zach Hyman. He'll draw it. Blocked by Alexander True, held in by Cuckoo again. Finally, Bastian will get to it. He'll advance it. He's outside the red line. He'll pump it in. This is icing. No change for Seattle.
It was a long shift for Edmonton in Seattle's zone, but they kept him to the outside. Once you get tired, the idea is to kind of pack in your forwards and your defensemen in the inside of the ice so that Edmonton can't get inside. So even if they do have a shot or a chance, it's from the outside, and they did that excellently right there on that last shift.
Bastian, True, Wilson, Fleury, and Oleksiak. A tired bunch of Kraken out there will stay out there. Edmonton has changed, obviously. 10:51 left here in the second period. Good face-off win by True. Oleksiak, indirect pass for Wilson, a chip in the Edmonton bench. We get a break in play. 10 minutes and 45 seconds left in the second period. Edmonton taking advantage of an opportunity here in the second period on a great night in Everett. The Oilers have a 1-0 lead. Welcome back. Dave Haxtell looking for some offensive chances, and JT, they had those early in the period.
They've already eliminated the deficit in the shot count to now having a lead because of plays like this. They keep firing the puck to the net. No shot is a bad shot. Getting guys to the front of the net. And right here, there's just more plays. They just are moving the puck fast, looking for shots, looking for screens. Plays like that has made them successful so far in the second period.
10:45 left in it. John Forsland along with JT Brown, the line for the young goaltender of the Oilers, Stuart Skinner. We have heard from Kraken Nation on Twitter, which we enjoy. We do. Every once in a while it gets out of hand, but for the most part we enjoy it. Anyway, with the Silvertips, they were scheduled to play in Kelowna. That was correct. But because of the pandemic, as Grubauer says no to that chance by Broberg, no cross-border games as of yet. So they are in Spokane on Sunday night, and good luck to them. As we clean that up, and we thank the fans who follow the team and provided us with that clarity. Now it's cleared in. Along the boards, it's dropped off. Johansson back out to center. Kelly Yarncroke in control, collected by Perlini. The goal scorer, this is Seth Griffith. They're throwing the brakes. One-timer Broberg, blocked in front. Went off Wenberg. The Kraken get it out. Here comes Marcus Johansson. He has a trailer in Wenberg, a dangle through the slot. He'll drop it off for Dunn. Kelly Yarncroke. Low to high, Giordano. He'll advance. Here it comes, a miss hit. Off the boards, Philip Berglund in control. Griffith off the boards and back out through center ice with 9:49 left in the second period. The Kraken change. Here comes McCann. He's fresh. Now Eberle. So is he. His shot goes high off the glass. It careens. At the top of your screen as you view it. Now it comes all the way back in. We're stationed on the other side of the rink tonight, opposite of the cameras. Now Berglund attempting to get up. Eberle in a jam up. They pry it out. McCann shoves it in. Went off Broberg. He's hassled by Schwartz. He'll take it to the outside. Lay it right up the middle off the stick of McLeod. A reset for Seattle. Giordano. This is Jordan Eberle. Over the line. Here's McCann. In deep for Eberle. A toe drag doesn't work. Good play by Berglund. The young defenseman hangs in. And getting to it now, Tyler Benson. Lead pass, played in the skates beautifully by Sevior. Right by Dunn. Right in on his backhand off Grubauer. McLeod is kissed hard by Schwartz. And now Giordano has time to break it out. Here's Luke Henman. At the Edmonton line, he throws on the brakes away from Sevier. Little force. It's knocked down by Cole Lind and back out. Jamie Oleksiak for Hayden Fleury as the Kraken reorganized and feed it all the way back in. Icing is called. 8:32 left in the second period.
Here's a hit by Jaden Schwartz, who's not necessarily known for delivering body checks that hard, but he comes in and lays the boom on him.
It's great to see, isn't it? It's like, okay, guys, let's get going here. And that's terrific leadership. I think he's going to have a great situation here in Seattle. 10 years as a St. Louis Blue, the Stanley Cup in 2019. Puck is cleared in, signed as an unrestricted free agent. Now it's moved along by Skinner. Oilers on the transition. Brad Malone, tough pass to handle for Tyson Barrie. Fleury Took a swat at it. It rolls in on Grubauer. Says no. The follow-up chance. He got it. Grubauer maintains control. Cooper Marody is muscled after the fact right there by Cole Lind. Good job through traffic by Philip Grubauer.
And you like looking at the still image when you see the play, that there's a wall of Seattle Kraken defenders in between their goaltender and the rest of the team.
We're going to take a look at it as we take care of some business here on King 5. Lots of activity in front of Grubauer. We are back here in Everett. Dave Tippett, the bench boss of the Edmonton Oilers. Second period of long change, and it can get chaotic.
That's definitely tough to have a second period change. When you flip a puck out in the neutral zone, it doesn't go all the way back. Right here, Edmonton send guys out, or they send guys off on a change. Right at this moment, Seattle moves the puck up right away, which gives them a 3-on-2 advantage.
And we will talk about the second period and long changes all year, because it's that important. You might get sick of hearing about it, but so much can happen. And in the second period, your point is well taken, because you can take over the emotional flow in the second period. In a tight game like this, Grubauer squeezing that bid by Slater Cuckoo.
Well, Grubauer was up for the task on that one. That was a shot right off the face-off by Slater Cuckoo. He got all of it right up on the blocker side, but Grubauer held on.
Shot number 16 on the German-born goaltender. Sebastian now for Seattle on the draw with Ryan. And Nathan has a broken stick. He'll come to the bench. Been a hard-working player in training camp.
He's done very good so far in training camp. He's used his size very well, down low, in the corners, getting around the front of the net.
Tri-City with a 3-goal lead. We took a look at the Western Hockey League scoreboard. Wish all those players all the best. Now Scott Wilson through center. Alexander True thwarted by Hyman. He gets it back. True in the skates of Susie. True goes deep for Scott Wilson. He has Bastian in front. It never got through, broken up by Tyson Barrie. Left to the corner. Nathan Bastian tied up again. It squirts out to Slater Cuckoo. It's his slapper that was tipped in by Brendan Perlini, his 4th of preseason. The only goal so far tonight, Edmonton with a 1-goal lead. Out of the corner, Hyman interrupted. True for Seattle, back out. Cuckoo cut off by Bastian. A bouncer off the blocker of Stuart Skinner with 7:20 left in the second period. Edmonton changes, they reorganize. Barrie at the line, broken up. Giordano retaken by Perlini. He'll send it in. Grubauer directing traffic. He'll move it for Kelly Yarncroke. Yarncroke with Marcus Johansson and Alexander Wenberg. Johansson out of the corner, shadowed by Broberg. Wenberg in control. Yarncrook with a shot, stopped by Skinner, the rebound, and a penalty is called out in front for slashing. Good chance for the Kraken, and a great opportunity. Berglund will take a seat.
Yarncrook does a very good job of finding the dead area in between all of the Oilers players. It's the little stick right there by Berglund on the hands when he's trying to shoot is why they called the penalty.
So the Kraken go to work on the power play. McCann, Eberle, Schwartz, Wenberg, and Giordano. Group of 5 for Dave Haxtell out of the corner. Eberle moves in. Sevior lays it back. It's moved out of the zone that time by Phil Kemp. All the way down to Philip Grubauer. Early stages of this power play. Mark Giordano will quarterback his way out to center. He'll slingshot it back in full flight. You're looking at Wenberg. He does the same for Eberle now. McCann. Jordan Eberle turns away from the pack. Jared McCann. He scored Sunday night in Spokane. William Lagesson all over Eberle, and now out of the corner. Schwartz again greeted there. It's loose. It comes back. In back of Stuart Skinner. It kicks out to Devon Shore. And he'll feed it all the way back down. 67 seconds left. Mark Giordano. Under 6 left in the second period. The Kraken down by 1 on a goal by Brendan Perlini. This is Marcus Johansson for Kelly Yarncroke, and now Alexander True. Will amble in the zone. A deflected pass is not out. Zone kept by Lind, and now True. Broken up by Broberg, and getting it back is Kelly Yarncroke. From the half boards, he'll assess. Yarncroke feeds it across. Back door for Johansson. He'll delay. Here's Dunn. Johansson. Skinner got a piece of it. And it ricochets across for Dunn. Kicked out of the slot by Ryan with help from Yamamoto. 20 seconds left in the power play. A final push for Seattle. Broberg off the window and all the way back down.
And they got that chance because of a failed clearing attempt on Edmonton's side.
Stretch pass. Deflects off a stick. And the trapezoid, Stuart Skinner. Phil Kemp. Up the middle off Scott Wilson. Luke Henman of Seattle for Alexiak. They look it over in the person of Hayden Fleury. Under 5 minutes left in the second. John Forsland and JT Brown here in Everett. It's cleared all the way around. Bastion pinned by Kemp. They jam in the corner. Now it's brought out of the zone. This is McLeod at his side. Sevier for the front. Laid across. Pass never got through. Good bid by Fleury going down in front of Benson as the puck deflects out of play with 4:26 left in the middle frame here in Everett at Angel of the Winds Arena. The Kraken looking for their first goal, down by 1. Kraken goaltender Philip Grubauer from Germany. Nice salute by this young fan. That was in the pregame warm-up, making 31 feel at home, and he's done a nice job tonight.
He's looked solid all night. He can see the puck. He's looking around guys, but he's swallowing up. There's no rebounds, and when there are, he's staying square and being right there. But look at the defense coming in to help when the puck is just spotting around. You can't quite find it. Even though when there's situations that looked a little hairy, he seems calm back there, and that's what you like to see out of a guy who's going to take up the bulk of the time this year.
16 out of 17 tonight for Grubauer. And as he focuses in, you see the vitals on him. Signed as an unrestricted free agent. Tyson Barrie now moved along. Fleury for True. Alexiak and now Wilson. A lead pass. Knocked down at the line. Knocked out of midair by Tyson Barrie. He'll look around. Reorganize it back for Slater Cuckoo, who fumbles the puck. Forechecked by his opposite number, Wilson. Left along the boards for Nathan Bastion. Wilson grinding for Seattle. So is Bastion. Hamblin is there, 57 in the white for Edmonton, out of the scrum. Barrie goes back at True. They will separate. And back of the play, Brad Malone feeds along now in Seattle ice. Oleksiak moved along by Nathan Bastion. He'll recover on it though, get help from Alexander True. He floats it out to the red line. The Oilers take over. Cooper Marody Derek Ryan. Hyman in deep. Out in front, right through the goal crease. That was Philip Broberg with an opportunity. Berglund knocks it down. And now Yamamoto lays it along for Zach Hyman. A drag, a cut, and a block by Fleury, and that one goes out of play.
With the new cross-checking enforcement, I'm surprised they didn't take one there in front of the net when True and Barry were having a little battle back and forth. But either way, we're here. We're 5-on-5 still.
Looked like something might happen out of that, but then quickly went up ice. So Tyson Barry and True decided better of that. Now off the draw. And the Kraken, Lauzon moved along for Johansson. Good backtracking by Derek Ryan. A very good defensive center now. Broberg flushed out by Wenberg. So steal, Johansson delays his shot. Berglund got across. Now another bid turned out by Skinner off the stick of Lauzon. A force by Soucy. Yarncroke by Johansson. Kelly Yarncroke. Darts to open ice. Jeremy Lauzon blocked by Philip Berglund, and now this is Kaylor Yamamoto moving up, moving it by Lauzon, and now Soucy. Jeremy Lauzon, a headman pass finding Alexander Wenberg. 2:22 left in the second period. Edmonton with a 1-0 lead. The Kraken are offside.
This is why you never give up on a play right there. They lose the puck. They're coming in on a short ice 2-on-1. Looks them off, goes for the shot. It's the right play. It was a good stick to deflect it out. But right there, he just fanned on it. Nothing really much to it, but it's a good 2-on-1 short ice.
Edmonton in possession off that face-off. Phil Kemp, Lind, hurried by Perlini, who has the game's only goal. He is having a great training camp trying to make this team. Perlini taking down a hand pass. It was gloved along illegally by Edmonton. 2:04 left in the second period. Opening night for the Seattle Kraken regular season, less than 2 weeks away. Call your provider to make sure you can catch all the action all season long on Root Sports. From Nashville, October 14th. Home opener, October 23rd at Climate Pledge Arena. Now Barry sends it in. Vince Dunn. Giordano let it go for Carson Twarynski's run into in a hard way by Barry. Here come the Kraken. Hedman, a delayed penalty against Edmonton. A long change for Grubauer. That's what happens when you're in possession and a penalty is going to be called. The other team touches up. It'll stop play. It's a charging call with 1:41 left in the second period.
And this started from Twarynski hitting Barry first along the blue line, or right along the benches. Barry didn't like it. He took exception to it. And this is where the penalty comes through. He runs all the way in to take the checking attempt at Twarynski, and they're going to call him for charging. But Twarynski laid a good, solid, clean hit on Barry, and he got a little bit too frustrated on that.
Okay, partner, let's see what the Kraken can do in this power play. Late in the second period, down by 1. Second opportunity for Seattle. False start off the draw. They will reorganize it. It'll be McCann and Giordano on the points. Wenberg, Schwartz, and Eberle up front. Off the draw. Mark Giordano, one-timer. McCann off a body off Slater Cuckoo. McCann will hunt it down for Seattle. With help from Schwartz, it comes all the way back to Giordano, who walks the line. McCann this way. Wenberg, Giordano's shot goes off the stick of Yamamoto. Off the glass. Jaden Schwartz wins the battle. Eberle lays it back for Giordano at the point. Around the horn for McCann. What a play in front. What a stop by Skinner. Great pass by Schwartz to Eberle. They almost find a way. Comes back out to center. Eberle in control. Seattle gets onside. 1:20 in the power play. This is McCann. Jared McCann to the slot. Sevier is there, and now Lagesson. Fans on a dump out. He's hassled by Jordan Eberle. Jared McCann attempting to dig it out for the Kraken. He'll forge ahead. Sevier got to it off Wenberg. And Slater Cuckoo will kill some time.
It's a couple of good chances there for the first unit out there on the power play.
37 seconds as we see left in the second period. 54 seconds on the power play. Giordano moves it back. This is Marcus Johansson. He'll drop it off for Kelly Yarncroke. True at the line, just inside of it. Kemp left it there. He gets it back. Hacked inside for Yarncroke. Defended by Lagesson. The two Swedes go to the corner. 17 seconds left in the period. Dunn recovers. Vince Dunn walks it. Here's True. His shot caught by Skinner.
The power plays definitely brought a little bit of life here late in the second period. It's a great one-touch pass to Everett, who falling over, but makes a good attempt, a good shot on. And you find True right up in the high slot, gets a shot on net. He had an option to go for a one-timer on the backside, but took the shot, which is never a bad idea.
Skinner's played well. 10.8 seconds left in the second period. Brendan Perlini getting a stick to a shot taken by Slater Cuckoo. That's the only scoring. Now Schwartz deals it back. Giordano, one-timer, stopped by Skinner. Good bid again, but Wenberg, he'll reset it again. Giordano shot right off the goalpost at the horn.
The shots just keep coming. Wenberg sends it over to Gio, and he is able to ring that one off the bar without too much effort.
Great look here.
That's a tough shot to do, going off of your front foot like that.
You got a lot on it. You're right. As the guys head off, that'll do it. 40 minutes in the books here in Everett. 1-0 Edmonton on the goal by Brendan Perlini. Let's swing back to Paul Sylvie.
Just above the ice here at Everett, and I tell you what, we're back with Dennis Williams, the head coach and general manager of the Everett Silvertips, and that's 1-0 right now. I thought that goal was a little bit cheap, a little bit lucky, and that's what happens sometimes in this sport, Dennis. But take me through that goal by Brendan Perlini.
Yeah, you know, it was a good face-off win back to the point, and most people would probably just think it as a innocent shot, but there's no such bad things as shots on net, as you can see there. And nice tip net front, and got a little bit of a lucky bounce to get up and over top of the goalie.
Yeah, it's one of those things where I think any coach will tell you, just put the puck on net. Good things happen when you put it on net.
Yeah, we stress it all the time. You know, that's never a bad thing. You know, the only other time is when you carry that puck all the way down behind the goal line and not make a play out of it. So when in doubt, throw the puck on net.
I've noticed Edmonton Oilers goalie Stuart Skinner has played really well tonight. He's shut out the Kraken so far, but tell me a little about Skinner, because he has some history in this building.
Yeah, Stuart played for Swift Current my first year here when we played him in the Western Conference Finals. It was us versus Swift Current. We had Carter Hart in our net, he was a very good goalie, obviously, and still is in the National Hockey League and has a bright future, and Stuart Skinner in the other net. So he's had some success in this rink. He's won a few games here already, so he's obviously playing a good game for them tonight, stopping 25 shots already, and he's looking big and strong in net.
Well, the Kraken came out a little aggressive to start that second period, but things didn't go quite their way when you're talking about a team that's still trying to build. As a coach, what can you expect this early in the preseason and really through the exhibition season, early part of the regular season? What can you expect as far as production?
Well, it's always a tough one because obviously this time of year, guys are fighting for spots on the team and jockeying for positions out there. And the last thing we want to do is add more stress to it as well. So you want them to just continue to play their game. And, you know, at the end of the day, as we always say to our guys too, it's always looking at what opportunities you had throughout the game. And sometimes the puck goes in for you and sometimes it doesn't. And obviously tonight, I think Seattle's has some great opportunities. And, you know, they've still got a second period to get that first goal.
Dave Haxtell, head coach of the Kraken, has a lot of work to do. He basically said during the exhibition season, during training camp, he has said that you know, we're nowhere near the finish line. And it's important for fans to realize that because they are building a foundation here. And it takes time to get into that regular season to really find some kind of chemistry, huh?
Yeah, it sure does. There's still lots of hockey to be played, and again, for a new organization, and what Dave's trying to do here is build his own culture here with the group, and as we talked about earlier in the first intermission, building from the net out. They got a great goalie right now. There's a lot of great pieces for them moving forward. They're going to have a great year in front of them, and great seasons forthcoming as well.
I was a hockey fan growing up and watching it throughout my whole life. I used to love when they used to fight, and as a kid, you're like, yeah, another fight. But that has kind of left this game, hasn't it? There's not a whole lot of that going on.
No, we talk about like what's tough hockey now, and to me, tough hockey is stopping on pucks, blocking shots, smart line changes, good puck placements, doing all those little things right. So the fighting's long gone. It's skill, speed now. It's so hard to score goals, and we were just talking about that as a staff up there. If you look at today, there's been 45 shots on net and 1 goal. So it just goes to show how difficult it is and how much skill you still need, and guys are willing to go to the blue paint to score goals out there. Because again, the fighting part, it's long gone. At the end of the day, it's about putting the puck in the back of the net.
Yeah, well, we'll see what they can do here in the third period. Cracking down 1-0 to the Oilers. Thank you, Coach, for coming on. It's been great chatting with you. Here's Jared McCann after the second period.
Hey, Jared, thanks for doing this. Talk about the power play, which you guys don't get a chance to work on much so far in training camp, but you have some chemistry.
Yeah, we do. Obviously, we're playing together as a line, so we're starting to feel each other out, and it's been good so far.
You haven't been able to break past Skinner right now. You guys have had a lot of chances.
Yep.
What do you keep telling yourself, to be able to keep going even though the puck's not going in right now?
Sometimes that's the way it goes. Just got to stay focused, keep getting shots to the net. We hit the crossbar there at the end of the game, or at the end of the period. So all we got to do is just keep shooting, and we should be fine.
Tell us why you have chemistry with Jordan Eberle and Jaden Schwartz.
Just easy guys to play with. They're very skilled. They can move. They work extremely hard. So, I just feel like that plays to my game, and we're going to keep building chemistry here.
All right, Jared, thanks so much. Good luck in the third period.
Thanks, guys.
We're back, and Seattle will make a change in goal. Joey Decord will make his third appearance of preseason. JT Brown, he has been very good.
He's done very well coming in relief, which is not easy to do. Last game, he came in and made 10 out of 11 saves versus Calgary. He did a great job versus Edmonton the first time. He just came into the game and has been locked in, calm, smooth, and looking like he's fighting for a spot.
He's from Boston, Massachusetts. We've talked about the fact that he played his college hockey at Arizona State. And he gets another chance in the third period after sitting for 40 minutes. Philip Grubauer did his job tonight. He'll get a break. It's likely that Scott Drieger will get the nod tomorrow night in Kent against Calgary. 19 seconds of carryover power play time for Seattle. A conversation between Alexander Wenberg and Devin Shore as the Kraken attempt to break the seal. Stuart Skinner, and he's been excellent in goal, especially in the second period. Seattle had 17 shots in the second. Giordano hit the post at the end of the period on the power play. McCann forges in. Skinner cuts it off. He'll move it. It's read by Giordano. It's a tough one, though. It's bouncing. Eberle lays it along, glove down, drop past Wenberg. He gets it from Schwartz, and Skinner got across on Alexander Wenberg, and now Schwartz. Giordano goes wide. Jaden Schwartz shot kicked out. The rebound for Wenberg. A good save for Skinner. Schwartz shot is blocked by Colton Sevier, and now fanning on it is Tyson Berry. Even terms on the ice and where it counts. Edmonton by 1 on the goal by Brendan Perlini. And will change as it's cleared in. Good look at Mark Giordano, 37-year-old veteran. He'll start the breakout. Just about a minute gone in period 3. A chip and chase, that time off the stick of Nathan Bastian. Phil Kemp given a rough ride by True. Yamamoto takes it back. He'll kick it along. William Lagesson sails it out the length of the ice. And Seattle wins the foot race, so icing will swing it back.
It's another good start for Seattle with the first few shifts into the period. He keeps the puck in. Wenberg makes the original play, opens up for the one-timer, a shot that he was working on in practice, and gets a good look early in the third.
He'll stay out there. His first action of the preseason, former first-round pick of Columbus, but it was in Florida last season where he seemed to get his game back. He was good with the Blue Jackets, but he had 1 year where he scored only 2 goals. And for a young player, when you fight through something like that, you're supposed to deliver. It's a tough situation. But he comes to Seattle still at a very good age now. Derek Ryan. Yamamoto gets a little help from Phil Kemp. Zach Hyman off the boards. Hayden Fleury tracks it down. The Kraken will start a breakout. Fleury stretches out the ice. Stretching out to get it, Marcus Johansson. Wenberg. They floated ahead. Good play by Tyson Barrie to knock it down, clear it out. Griffith has the puck. A handoff for Perlini. He'll fan on it. Brendan Perlini along the boards has the game's only goal. Just over 2 minutes gone in this third period. Giordano. Forechecked by Devon Shore. He'll reverse it for Wenberg, who has room. He'll send it back. He's the Kraken and the Flames tomorrow night. Swing over to Kong for that game from Kent. We'll close out the home portion of preseason for Seattle. They will wrap up exhibition play Tuesday night in Vancouver. Soucy walks in, blocked by Barrie, out in front again. That time off Skinner. Now McLeod deep in his own territory. Soucy knocks it down inside his own line. Carson Soucy takes it back, paired on defense with Jeremy Lozano. Goes off the stick of Luke Henman. Stuart Skinner. A handle. Under pressure, he almost gave it away. Broberg. Forechecked by Lind. Dworinski sticks his nose in on Berglund, and they jam. Sevier sends it back. Here's McLeod, wide open. Philip Broberg at his side. Tyler Benson. They'll move it by Soucy. Lauzon is back for Seattle. They'll kick it out to Soucy. Lays it along by Lind and back out to center. The Oilers get onside. Benson, Berglund. They'll rim it to the top of your screen, and getting to it is Soucy. Lauzon. Forecheck. Brad Malone takes down his man. They continue play. And will draw the ire of the crowd, and now Malone again. Brad Malone stood up by Cole Lind and Jeremy Lauzon. Benson. Marody feeds it around. Lagesson with a pinch. William Lagesson goes deep in the zone. Jaden Schwartz for Seattle. Under pressure on the way out. 4 minutes gone just about here in this third period. A steal. It's Kemp. They lay it deep. Malone off the stick of DeCord and all the way back. William Lagesson cycling high with Hamblin. Marody cross ice. Kemp to the outside. Moved back again, that time by Malone. A steal for Eberle, and here come the Kraken out. Jaden Schwartz. Go back in his own territory. Reestablish this breakout with Carson Soucy. Jeremy Lauzon lays it back out. Spun in the zone. Yamamoto. Soucy coming across. Yamamoto has Ryan alone in front. Shut down by DeCord. Derek Ryan with a great chance. Ryan locates the puck. Yamamoto with a shot blocked by Soucy. Ryan's on it. Yamamoto taken down. Here's Cuckoo. Slater Cuckoo. Slap pass off a defensive stick off Soucy. Grinding Zach Hyman. Greeted there by McCann. Here's Cuckoo. He'll walk it. Moved across for Barrie. All the way across again. A tough pass. A bouncer for Hyman. He's pestered by McCann. Now Schwartz. A handoff for Carson Soucy. And Seattle survives all of that. Eberle outside the line. Feeds it in. Skinner on a tee for Cuckoo. Shots are 25 Seattle. 17 for Edmonton. Wilson's shot is blocked, and now a foot race. Seth Griffith moving in. Shouldered off it by Soucy. Bastian and Shore, pair 14s get together now. Giordano back out. Scott Wilson gapping up Berglund on him. Right back as we see in the Seattle zone. This is Alexander True. He'll wind it up. There's a long stride at the line. He gets after it. He has Bastian in front. It never got through. Broken up by Philip Broberg. Griffith moves it along. Good defensive play by the young Oiler defenseman. Now it's cleared in.
A lot of back and forth going right now with chances going on both ends.
Now Jamie Oleksiak will look it over. His team completes a change with 13:54 left in regulation time. The crowd tries to inspire the Kraken. It comes out to center. Sevier sends it back. Kemp. A chip by McLeod. Fleury looks over both shoulders. He's given a rough ride by Sevier, and now Johansson broken up. As Tyler Benson got there. Oleksiak spins off a hit from Sevier. Johansson, Fleury. Back out to neutral ice. The Oilers take over again. They rewind it back. A skirmish, Oleksiak and Benson. Benson goes down. The crowd is occupied by that. A big scrum as we see in front of the Edmonton bench. It pops out. Aiden Fleury moves it back for Jeremy Lauzon. Lauzon now takes a peek up ice. Good positioning by Edmonton. Aggressive play by Phil Kemp on Twarinski. Henman sealed off by William Lagesson. Left in the back of Stuart Skinner's goal. It kicks out. Henman forced again off a stick. Cooper Marody gets it back out. Lauzon feeds it in. Seattle looking for their first shot on goal in this third period. Now Tyson Barrie will settle the puck down. Wristed cross corner off the glass. Hamblin moves it along for Barrie, given a shove by Schwartz. Done. Schwartz. Yamamoto on a change got to it. Now Slater Cuckoo away from Jaden Schwartz. Barrie through the middle. Seattle's positioned well through the center zone. Here's Cuckoo off the boards. Yamamoto attempting to get to it. Giordano, Schwartz, a steal. Yamamoto holding on to it, a shot. It goes high, a sizzler off the glass. A good bid there for the Spokane native now. Ryan for Hyman to the outside of McCann. He'll cut. Go back, reverse the flow a couple of times. Zach Hyman, a power move in front, off the cord. It's free and back of the goal. Good work by Yamamoto. Cuckoo at the point. Barrie goes wide of Schwartz. Goes off the stick of McCann. Yamamoto is right on it again. He'll cycle high. Make a move on Eberle. Deal it deep for Hyman. Away from Dunn. Back to the point. It's Slater Cuckoo. Here it comes off the boards. Looking for the bounce. Corralled by DeCord. No further play. 11:20 left in regulation time. Little disturbance after the fact. Slater Cuckoo has the assist on the game's only goal. Joey DeCord, we've seen this all of preseason. He gets it done again. 1-0 Edmonton. Do you have a championship mindset? Are you passionate about music and events? Well, Climate Pledge Arena and the Seattle Kraken are looking for part-time staff to join our organization. Interviews are held every Tuesday through Thursday at Seattle Center. Learn more at climatepledgearena.com/jobs. Those guys want to have some fun. They want to get out of their seats, JT. Explode.
They're ready. They're
Bring
waiting
the
for
roof
it.
down. Crowd cranks it up and sell out at Angel of the Winds Arena. Preseason game number 4 for the Seattle Kraken. In Kent tomorrow night against Calgary. Here's Wilson. Drop pass, Bastian back for Wilson. Out in front off the back of the goal. Griffith has lost his stick. He hustles to the bench. They go off in a change. Kraken in control. Shot in by Alexander True. Picked off by Edmonton's Colton Sevier. Knocked down inside the line. Fleury, Oleksiak. Now Bastian. Back tracking. Devin Shore. Again, Seattle, no shots on goal. Almost halfway through the third period. Moved all the way around. It goes all the way across. Sevier takes down Fleury. Puck is free along the boards. It pops out. McLeod. Here's Broberg. Looking for a tip. It's right on. Denied by DeCord a couple of times. Again, Joey DeCord. Good work here in the third period. Broberg, McLeod. Cycling high on True. He'll skate in for a shot. Short side held by Joey DeCord. No further play. And more pushing and shoving with Oleksiak in the middle of it all.
You mentioned again that Seattle hasn't been able to get a shot so far this period, and a lot of that is coming from their defensive zone. Turnovers or not being able to get the puck out has allowed them to stay, has made them stay in the zone for an extended period of time. And then here you get to see the fistful, a glove right in the face. He's smiling now, but that's probably because the refs are in between, you know, Benson and Alexiak. I think the smile might change if they weren't there.
They say that Benson's one of those players that's done it all at the American Hockey League level. And this is a great chance, and some of these guys will play again tomorrow for Edmonton in a back-to-back situation. The Kraken have trimmed down the roster too. We'll see what kind of lineup they have tomorrow night against Calgary. Now it goes deep. And the lineups change from game to game until you get to the dress rehearsal, which will be Tuesday night in Vancouver. Tyson Barrie, Van's on it. Yarncroke will spin it out. Here's Cuckoo. Brendan Perlini has the game's only goal. He had 2 goals against Seattle on Tuesday night. Malone moves in on Vince Dunn. Wenberg, Marcus Johansson, Wenberg again. Giordano, Wenberg through the middle. They're onside. Yarncroke getting it from Giordano. A shot stopped by Skinner. The rebound. Kicks out. Tyson Barrie gets to it. And comes back out to center ice. Giordano moves it back. Seattle is changing. The McCann line comes out. McCann, Schwartz, and Eberle. There's Eberle on and off his stick. Yamamoto moved along for Ryan. Hit hard by Jeremy Lauzon. Soucy gets help from Schwartz. He'll scoot out to center. Jaden Schwartz. Aerial pass knocked down by McCann. Kemp. Lauzon with a bomb. Swallowed up by Skinner. 8:55 left, regulation time here in Everett. Jared McCann looking for an answer as the Seattle Kraken in preseason game number 4 trail it by 1, but are knocking on the door. The Seattle Kraken make their regular season debut on Root Sports October 14th. Don't miss a moment or a memory. Call your provider to make sure they will carry Seattle Kraken games on Root Sports all season long. Tomorrow night on Kong at 7, McCracken, Calgary Flames. Root Sports, the finale of exhibition play from Vancouver at 6 on Tuesday night from Rogers Arena. Off the draw. Giordano holding onto it. He'll let it fly. Blocked in front. Lagesson. Tyler Yamamoto gets it out through center. He'll dump it all the way back down. Vince Dunn. Nuts across to the center ice zone. Little chip by Jaden Schwartz. Lagesson pressured on the play. Moved along all the way around. Now Hyman attempting to get it out. Aerial flip. Eberle out of the corner. Lagesson is on him. Giordano punches one. Phil Kemp. Shadowed by Schwartz. It comes out. Tyler Yamamoto in front of the penalty box area. Deals it back in his own zone. A reset here. Devin Shore. Edmonton will change up by 1. Shore broken up. Wenberg with Johansson. A shot stopped by Skinner. On a 2-on-1, Alexander Wenberg and Marcus Johansson. Griffith will send it in. Fleury is back. Shore goes hard at him. Wenberg digs it out. Johansson. Here comes Hayden Fleury. He shakes free of Seth Griffith. It rolls in on Stuart Skinner. Johansson seals the wall. Out in front, chest wide. Wenberg right on the doorstep. Maybe a nice stick check in front that time on Wenberg as they jam in the corner. 7:32 left. Crowd comes to life. Kelly Yarncroke thinks about the slot to the point. Alexiak. Fleury with a shot tipped wide. Johansson in front. Now Broberg. Moving in Fleury. Wenberg to the slot. Fanned on by Yarncroke. Here's Alexiak. A tip chance right on. Denied by Skinner. Great chance for Kelly Yarncroke.
Really good shift here. Right here you go, and you don't give up on the play. He uses his stick great to steal the puck. Sets up Johansson right in the slot. but they're not done. They had another good look right here in the slot. Wenberg just sends it wide. They're really starting to play together. Very good. They're starting to see where each other are. That was a great no-look pass right to the middle of the ice.
Good shift. Good support from Oleksiak on the back end. 7:08 left in this third period. And the Kraken need shift after shift momentum now. Soucy to the middle of the ice. Barry, McLeod with Sevier. A shot taken, patted down by DeCord. Alexander True. Carson Soucy with his head up. He'll lug it along and lay it deep. Stuart Skinner in the trapezoid where he can handle with forechecking by True. Benson, McLeod, away go the Oilers. Colton Sevier now for McLeod out of the corner. He'll move it all the way around off the referee. There's Jake Brink, and now it's played along for Scott Wilson. The Kraken back out to neutral ice. Bastian, Slater, Cuckoo. 6:23 left in this third period. 1-0 Edmonton on the goal by Brendan Perlini. Game in the second period now. Brad Malone off the glass and back up to Cord. Giordano. With Cooper Marody on him, and now Schwartz. Edmans the puck to Jordan Eberle. Schwartz again at the line is double teamed. Here comes Eberle. The play by Edmonton's Lagesson, and now Phil Kemp away from Jared McCann. Aerial flip. Knocked out of midair by Vince Dunn. Coyley played back in his own zone, and now Giordano. A steal by Ryan. We're onside. Marody, Cooper Marody on the off wing, lays it back for William Lagesson. He'll send it in. Giordano for McCann. Under 6 minutes left. Here in Everett, it's cut off. McCann going back. And Giordano. Seattle's changing again. Now Dunn. Moved along for Lind, back out. Werenski in control. The Kraken have 31 shots. Edmonton with 23. Giordano through the middle, chip and charge off the stick of Lind. Broberg. Werenski is there for Seattle. Now Zach Hyman. Send it back in his own zone. Berglund, Shore. They're content to flip it out and get in position. There he goes across with it. Here's Oleksiak in the skates of Lind. Settled down by Shore. He fans on it. Follow-up chance, an easy one for DeCord. He'll melt it down. 4:41 left to go in this third period here in Everett. The Oilers have a one-goal lead as we go down the stretch. Kraken fans want first access to ticket releases, invitations to private team events and practices, exclusive content, and monthly prize giveaways. Well, join the depths. Go to KrakenMembership.com to sign up. So a hefty chalk talk, JT, during the commercial break.
Yeah, without being down there, you can't know for sure, but based on who they were talking to, it looks like they were setting up for a plan of attack in case they have to pull the goalie.
Face-off controlled by Seattle. Cuckoo knocked down by Oleksiak. Johansson just by Kelly Yarncroke. He's in first. He'll play on. Johansson supports it. Awaiting at the point. Fleury now one-timer. Oleksiak wide with traffic. Yarncroke going down. They play on. Oleksiak moves it in. Slater Cuckoo tries to protect the puck. Yarncroke is given a shove. Cuckoo for Edmonton. Wenberg, Oleksiak, shot taken right off the goalpost. Maybe a redirect out in front. Right off the plumbing, now to the wall, broken up. And Perlini will punch it back out. Under 4 minutes left. No goals, 2 posts tonight for Seattle. Giordano late in the second, then that one by Oleksiak. Schwartz, Eberle, broken up. Broberg by Sevier, back out. Colton Sevier, Jeremy Lauzon all over him. He'll turn it, get it out. Eberle leaves it there, broken up. Berglund. And Lauzon will clear it across. Here's Schwartz. A reset for Seattle, 3:25 left here in Everett. Jared McCann in the zone. Soucy. A great retrieval out in front. Good play by Broberg. Philip Broberg has the puck for the Oilers. Here's McLeod. The lead pass by Marody. And icing is called here.
It's just a really good shot from up top, but you see there's a little deflection in front, but the big thing was taking away the eyes of the goaltender. We have a little bit of a skirmish behind the play. Looks like Susie and Malone were getting after it.
Trevor Hansen, the referee, might call something here. We'll see.
It doesn't look like much yet.
No, they're just going to have the icing and bring it back.
They're just talking.
Yeah.
I don't see that much. Not enough for the reaction. Especially not with 3 minutes left in the game.
Right.
Now's not the time for either team to put themselves into a position where the refs can make a call.
3:06 on the clock. It's early, but we will keep an eye on Joey Decord to see if he's pulled by the coach for an extra skater. Bastion on the draw for the Kraken, opposed by Edmonton's Brad Malone. Malone wins it back. Lagesson spins it all the way back in Seattle ice. We'll get an opportunity for Vince Dunn now to break it out. Under 3 minutes left. Giordano scales it. Good containment by Skinner. Lagesson under pressure, chopped at by Malone, chopped again by Dunn. As you see, it's back out to neutral ice. So Seattle gets onside and they feed it in. William Lagesson, forechecked by Alexander Troop. Bastion moves in aggressively on the forecheck, and Yamamoto got it out to the middle of the ice. A lead pass. Lagesson with Ryan out in front. He was checked by Everly. He picked him up defensively out in front. Giordano, it pinballs in on Decord. They'll slow it down. 2:18 left.
About 2:18 left. Obviously, the faceoff is in their defensive zone. You see Schwartz, McCann, and Everley going onto the ice. I wouldn't be surprised if Decord goes to the bench once they get the puck in the offensive zone.
So for our new fans, JT, when do you think the hook comes out for the goaltender?
With a 1-goal lead, most times it's around that 2-minute mark. It all just depends when and where you can get the puck into the zone. If the faceoff was in the offensive zone, even though it's 2:18, I think they'd pull him.
So McCann will try to get possession as we zoom in on the draw here. Griffith in the circle for Edmonton. And McCann wins it back. Dunn has control. Decord will take a look at the bench when he can as they work it up ice. Out to center. Griffith will fan on it. Knocked down, pawed down by Dunn. 2:05 left. Vince Dunn in control. He'll send it down. This is icing. And Decord will have to stay put. A face-off in the Seattle zone.
During that whole time through the neutral zone, Decord was taking looks at the bench to see if it was his time. The icing definitely made it so he couldn't go, but he was looking to go.
McLeod, young center, takes the draw for the Oilers. McCann again for the Kraken. McCann lays it back for Alexiak. Under 2 minutes left. Vince Dunn, a quick up for Everly. Decord halfway out, he's gone. 6 out for Seattle. Late stages here in Everett. Cuckoo to the outside of McCann. Held in, Giordano. Wristed deep in the Oilers zone. Schwartz on his man, Barry, Everly, Johansson, Mark Giordano. Calling for it is Wenberg. Giordano will settle it down. Wenberg, top of the ring, takes it in on Benson. Johansson. The outside and back. Giordano, a $1:20 on the clock. Seattle down by 1. Giordano walks the line. Here's Wenberg. Shot taken. It goes high. Off the glass. It goes out of play.
That's a really good look there with the extra attacker. Wenberg, they set it up a few times before. He didn't like the look, so he gave it back to Giordano up top. This time, when he got the puck back, he likes the look. He's able to attack the top of the circles and take the shot that goes off the bar.
Okay, take us through these conversations. You have an extra skater. What are you attempting to do? Besides score.
Right now, it's mainly what they're going to do off the face-off, whether they win or lose. You're going to have a play when the draw's won. You want everyone to be on the same page so that if the draw's won, you have an option. If the draw's lost, you know exactly where everyone's going to go.
Yeah, the clock continues to run here, but time is standing still, trust us. Seattle burns their timeout. Each team gets a timeout. So the group of 6 will be Jaden Schwartz, Marcus Johansson, Alexander Wenberg, Jordan Eberle, Mark Giordano, and Jared McCann. Dave Tippett will have Derek Ryan and Devin Shore, 2 centers. It'll be on Shore's power side as a left-handed shot. He'll be in the circle opposed by Wenberg with 1:13 left. And the Kraken down by 1. Extra attacker. Schwartz is upended. Now Johansson in a battle with Derek Ryan. A loose puck. Ryan gets to it off the board. Settled down by Giordano. 1 minute left. Mark Giordano, a wrist shot. They score! Traffic out in front. They finally break the seal. 6th attacker goal with 57.8 seconds left. Seattle has tied it.
Been waiting for this one all game. It's an easy, simple shot from up top, but it's the net front traffic again. We see Jaden Schwartz in front. He looks to get a stick on it, but again, it's the net front traffic, keeping the game simple. And that's the one that ties it.
A wrist shot, a shot that could be tipped. It looked like it may have been. Jaden Schwartz, who had 2 goals and an assist Wednesday night in Calgary. If it grazes his stick, obviously he gets it. It's clearing all the way back down. New story here in Everett. 44 seconds left. Bastian moves it in. Stuart Skinner to the wall. Back out to center ice. Derek Ryan, good poke check at the line by Fleury, a half-minute left. Now Kelly Arncroke. Played along for Fleury, he'll send it all the way around. Bastian is there. He's hassled by Barry with 16 seconds left. McLeod moves it out to center. Benson in control. Moved along. McLeod finished off by Jeremy Lauzon, and the crowd loves that. Eberle sends it back. As the horn goes, we go to overtime here in Everett. And they're all on their feet. Mark Giordano from downtown and possibly a tip by Jaden Schwartz. A little rough stuff here at the end, JT. It'll be 3-on-3. Sudden death overtime to break the tie. Here at Angel of the Winds Arena in Everett, Jaden Schwartz right on the spot. Welcome back to Everett, and we have more hockey. 3-on-3 overtime because of a tip chance in a 6th attacker situation. Jaden Schwartz getting it done.
You have the extra attacker. It's imperative to be at the net front. That's where the hard goals are scored, and Jaden Schwartz is right on time with that goal.
At the top of the show tonight, Dave Haxtell talking about the chemistry between Schwartz, Eberle, and McCann. But Jaden Schwartz is on quite a run here in the last 2 games. 3 points Wednesday night in Calgary, 2 goals and an assist. Giordano just wristing one with traffic. A shot that could be and was tipped in. So the Kraken will play tomorrow night in the final home game of the preseason. It will be in Kent, the home of the Seattle Thunderbirds. It will start on Kong at 7. The Kraken and the Calgary Flames. McLeod, Hyman, Barry for Edmonton. Wenberg, Johansson, Giordano for Seattle. 3-on-3, sudden death overtime. Marcus Johansson Drops it off for Alexander Wenberg. He's flying. Johansson sees it go by him. Shadowed by Barry, shoved along by McLeod. Here come the Oilers. Racing back in the back check, Alexander Wenberg wrapping up Zach Hyman. Hyman maintains control. Rethink it back now for McLeod. From well out, little dangle on Giordano doesn't work. McLeod takes it in. Out in front, picked off by Seattle's Marcus Johansson. He'll race ahead, Wenberg for the front. Johansson delays, cuts across. Good play by Tyson Barrie. A change for Seattle. Changes for the Oilers too now. Fresh on the change, Ryan a steal. Eberle and Schwartz crisscross. Jaden Schwartz delays. Here's Fleury right in for a chance. Hooked wide and controlled by Yamamoto. And a penalty is called. Great work by Hayden Fleury. So Kyler Yamamoto will take a seat.
It was a great stick by Everett to steal the puck. Schwartz does a little stop. He looks to shoot, but drops it off. It allows Fleury to use his speed, get to the net, forcing Yamamoto to take a penalty.
Sets up the power play with 3:56 left here in overtime. Yamamoto in the box. 4-on-3 power play. McCann, Eberle, Schwartz, Giordano. Evan Shore will take the draw. Slater Cuckoo. Berglund on the back end, off the draw. It's available and not held in by Giordano. So Seattle tags up. Eberle in control outside the line. Dealt back for Jared McCann. He'll cross the line, take it to a safe area. Draw it back for Jordan Eberle. He'll trade places with McCann. Giordano looks it over. Calling is Eberle. Little stutter step. He's guarded by Slater Cuckoo. Giordano again. With patience, Eberle. One-timer Giordano, stopped by Skinner. Kicked out is the rebound by Schwartz. Kraken maintain control in the power play. Giordano, Eberle. He'll creep in. Here's McCann. Eberle holding onto it. Off the pad of Skinner. Giordano now. With 68 seconds left in the power play. Eberle with McCann at his side. Giordano. He'll dust it off. One-timer Eberle caught by Skinner.
Really good puck movement by Seattle with the extra attacker there. With only 4 versus 3, you're able to do a lot more switching, trying to get one-timers on the other side and get a better angle. Right back up top to Eberle for the one-timer. Skinner was just able to see it.
A fresh quartet comes out to the Kraken. Wenberg, Johansson, Yarncroke, and Dunn. Ryan in the circle for Edmonton. Kemp off a glass support. Trouble brewing. Johansson circles away. Vince Dunn up top. Now Wenberg. 45 seconds in the power play. Johansson, Wenberg again. One-timer Johansson nullified off a stick. Frozen by Skinner.
It's good that Seattle continues to try to shoot the puck. A lot of times when you get into these situations, teams will look for the perfect play. Sometimes you still need to just get the puck to the net, and then it can confuse the penalty killers because they got to go look around, find the puck, where did it go, and you can get the puck back. So again, it's good on them to continue to keep pressuring and putting pucks towards the net.
39 seconds left on the power play. 2:35 in overtime. Johansson for Vince Dunn. He has a lane. He goes to the outside. It's Wenberg. Popping out Dunn. Wenberg hammers one off Skinner and directed out of play.
They keep shooting the puck like that. You got to feel that one's going to go in for them. Quick little setup. Right back up top. He gives it right back because he knows he's ready for that one-timer.
Now McCann back out for the draw. The Kraken in possession. Giordano, a wrister, blocked in front. Schwartz was parked there again. Eberle. Let go by Schwartz for McCann. 15 seconds on the manpower advantage. He'll lay it along now for Jordan Eberle. McCann creeps in. Thinks twice away from shore. Everly does the same. Here's Giordano. Everly, McCann, he scores! Hey, hey, what do you say? Jared McCann, Seattle wins in overtime.
It was only a matter of time with the chances that Seattle kept getting on that power play. If you take a power play or a penalty in overtime, you got to make them pay, and that's exactly what they just did.
Jared McCann brings the house down. Sixth attacker goal late, forces overtime. JT, now this.
And McCann came all the way from the top, started over, found his way to his strong side for a one-timer, and puts it right home above the blocker, far side. Not much Skinner can do with that one. It's a perfectly placed shot and a perfect celly.
We're going to have a shootout as we have an exhibition play. McCann delights the crowd. Another gutsy effort for the Kraken here.
They showed again that there's no quit. They continue to fight, even though they may not have had the third period they wanted. There was a lot of chances that didn't go in. They scored late to force the overtime and were able to get the job done here on the 4-on-3.
They really stayed with it. They went over 10 minutes in the third period without a shot, and they continue to stay with the program. They finally were able to get some activity on Skinner, who played really well. But then with the goalie pulled, a tip in by Jaden Schwartz. And the power play, the penalty to Yamamoto. And Dave Hackstall's team finds success on the power play again. They have some chemistry.
And you have to just stick with it. There's going to be times where you don't get a shot or the other team is just playing well. There's another team out there. It's good to continue to see that they keep fighting through the adversity.
Hockey Hall of Famer Ron Francis, the general manager. He was great on the power play in his 23 seasons as a player in the National Hockey League. We get to the shootout. It will be Alexander Wenberg in his first game of the preseason, the new dad. He'll be shooter number 1 on Stuart Skinner. Kraken go to 3-1 on the preseason. As Wenberg will go wide and make his decision on Skinner. There's a quality job on him with a blocker save.
There's not a lot of room on a big goalie like Skinner. When Skinner he was patient on the play. He waited, and was able to sniff out the shot from Wenberg.
Tyler Benson will get the opportunity. So on the one hole for Edmonton, young Benson trying to make the team on Joey Decord. And he scores. Good move by Benson.
He had a nice move coming in. Holding up, he fakes right here, goes to the backhand and puts it right upstairs.
Jared McCann, who has won the game in overtime with a power play goal, will get a chance to show off his skill, and he's robbed by Skinner.
He tried that one again. It's the same look that Wenberg did, coming down on the right side. He's looking like he's going to go to the low blocker, but tries to send it back glove side.
Brendan Perlini. The only goal tonight for the Oilers. He has 4 in the preseason. He's rewarded with his chance at stutter step, a delay, and a beautiful move by Brendan Perlini. So the Oilers get 2 in the shootout.
That's a fancy goal, and when things are going your way, you try things like this. Pulls it back perfectly for the one hand, right past Decord's leg.
And they're going to let Jordan Everly get a little practice in here. Edmonton has 2 on the board. Again, this is just for practice for them. In this circumstance, he won the game in Calgary Wednesday. Most importantly, just to entertain the fans. An NHL preseason game. This is how the game is decided, should it not be in the 3-on-3 overtime. Everly Customary from the outside and in, shut down by Stuart Skinner, so Edmonton picks up 2 in the shootout. But the bottom line, in overtime on the goal by Jared McCann on the power play. And they're going to let Edmonton close it out here with Cooper Marody. From the University of Michigan. What's he going to do?
I have no idea.
That's
but
a
if
good
I had to
answer.
guess,
That's a good
glove.
answer.
High
Okay,
glove.
high glove. Low off the pad.
It was to the right side. It was to the glove side.
And how do we know if he was not thinking that, right? So you're on to something. So that's it. And what a night here in Everett. Jaden Schwartz, 6th attacker goal, tip in, the shot taken by Mark Giordano. That tied the game with less than a minute. Jared McCann wins it in overtime with a power play goal, and the Kraken have won 3 out of 4 in preseason.
This was a real gutsy effort from the team. It didn't go their way the whole time, but again, there's no quit. There's no quit in this team. They scored late and got the job done.
Post-game show on King 5 will come your way next. For JT Brown, this is John Forsland. Thanks for joining us. The Kraken get it done in overtime, and the goal by Jared McCann.